I'm a depressed CEO. I'm alone.
Rob? You're Rob?
Bracknell?
Yeah, we are.
Them two?
I don't know.
Either of them?
What do you mean, Chris? Do you mean Steve Bracknell?
Yeah, well, there's Chris McClure and there's Steve Bracknell, completely different people.
Well, Christmas Claus walked in here once.
Oh, right. Okay.
Christmas Claus walked in here once, and then for about 10 minutes we were chatting to him, and then he sort of pissed off, and then Bracknell came in.
Yeah.
And then I think Chris came back at the end just to make sure everything was all right, and then that was it. Oh,
I love it. Yeah, and because you had our Rob on as well,
we did. Yeah,
I actually watched it all.
Oh, thanks, man.
And
that was
sorry.
That was it. That was
that sounds like I haven't watched anybody else's. Well, I haven't watched all of everybody else's, but I thought because Rob's had been on, and I was interested to see what Rob had got to say for himself. To be fair,
well, he did make a wild accusation about you on the episode. He said you tombstoned a guy into the ground so hard that his head made a dent in the soil or something.
I did, or he did.
You did.
Did I tombstone him?
I don't think it was him. I think it was somebody else that you guys knew.
Oh yeah, little lad who used to live just round corner. Yeah,
you tombstoned him into the ground.
Yeah, and it was like a little dint in the floor, and then I think at that moment we realised wrestling might not be that real. Might not be that real. If you can't really do that to people.
Yeah, the kid
and walk off.
Kids walking off like dizzy and that.
Yeah, ran home, climbed over a fence and ran home. But don't let Rob fool you. Rob was definitely trying to clothesline the shit out of me as well.
Yeah. And you two probably like double teaming sort of 3Ds and stuff like that on other kids. And
my mum telling her, you're gonna rip arm off at sofa, get off at arm at sofa. You're gonna break it, I can't afford to do sofa. And I'm stood on there trying to
who's the older brother out of you two?
Rob's like 2.5 years older.
2.5 years older.
Yeah. But people do think I'm older.
So Rob's like the bad influence on you, basically.
No. Realistically, me and Rob is like, you know, The Mask.
Yeah.
I'm the Mask and Rob's Stanley Ipkiss. Do you know what I mean? Rob's a real nice guy. A proper nice guy.
Yeah.
I got with Rob. A funny story I got with Rob is that we did a live podcast.
We did,
and it was in the middle of Sheffield, and I started geeking out about fonts.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd just totally switched off to it. And
I mean, Andy, we say the crowd, there were 3 people there.
I played to smaller crowds. I definitely played to smaller crowds in every band I've ever been in.
And when I come off, mate, and he was like, I was talking about my favourite fonts, and I was like, I looked at you, and I was like, did I just fucking talk about fonts?
Yeah.
But God bless your brother, he come to me and went, Helvetica New.
Yeah, he loves it.
I was like,
he's a geek,
yes,
you know, he's a real geek.
Yeah,
he's
me and him bonded over that, and we started talking about fonts for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're both a bit geeky, but yeah, Rob's a really nice person.
Well, I was shooting with him on Monday, and you came in to say hi to Rob or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, he said you were there, so I thought, let me just go and say hello before today.
It was mega, but also I was about to record a DJ routine playing Arctic Monkeys' probably biggest hit single. And then you walked in as I intro it going, this is how to mix the Arctic Monkeys. I bet you look good on the dance floor in a different way for 25. You walk in like, oh, sorry, mate.
It was I'm butchering your best work.
I put a little clip out because I was like,
he played it, mate, because Rob wants to show me everything he's done. Do you know what I mean? He'll show me every photo, every video. And I don't really show people my shit because I'm just like, fucking sick of it by the time I've finished it. But Rob's like, look at this photo I've just took, or look at this photo, look at all this whole photo shoot I've done, or look at this video I've just done. And after that, after you had left and I came back, because I had to grab him some battery or some shit.
Nice.
So I've took him that back, and he was like, oh, look at this is what we did. And then it was good. I loved it.
Oh, it was great fun, man. But it was a little bit like, this is a guy whose poster I used to have on my wall. It was you, Jan Åge Fjortoft, Sable.
Which picture? The cobbles?
It was the one that was the free poster from The Enemy.
Oof, I don't know what that was.
I can't remember which one there's one picture. Alex has got a pink polo on it in it. And then the flip side,
room.
Yeah, and the flip side is like black and white.
Oh, the same photo in black and white?
Yeah, but I had the black and white side up. I had the black. No, it was a different photo. I seen that
photo the other day, actually. I'm playing bass.
Yeah.
And photographer that came, because, I mean, that was like one of the first photo shoots we did as well. And we got St. George's Cross, and we'd written Arctic Monkeys on it. And that were our practice room at Neep's End.
Yeah.
That we used to call Uncle Rodney's For some reason, we had this thing when we used to call our practice room Uncle Rodney's, and then we used to say, oh yeah, let's go and get anti-gravity at Uncle Rodney's, and we were like, oh,
I love that.
Shut up, pal. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, all right.
I do kind of love that though. Like,
but that room was like where we like kind of wrote a lot of the songs, and
yeah.
For the first album, were written in there. Like Certain Romance was written about an incident that happened in that room, and yeah.
We should probably introduce you just so everybody knows who's here.
Okay.
But I imagine everyone will know. So we're sat here today with Andy Nicholson. Hello. Thank you so much for coming down.
No,
we appreciate
thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, because, like I say, I've been like kind of looking forward to coming on, and I just feel like you talk to a lot of people that I know, and it comes from the right place. Everyone does.
We like to think so. We're trying to just do something kind of fun and chat to people about their stories and also have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
But you've got a book out.
Yeah.
Most importantly.
Yeah.
Let's get into that bit
I feel like
first.
I feel like I'm sorry to take it off there.
Oh yeah, no, please do. Look at that. Hold it up.
Yeah.
Look
and there
at
is
that.
another one somewhere that's a different photo.
With your name spelled
Oh yeah,
wrong.
see that photo's Chris on the.
Oh shit! Look at
you
that.
can see the photo on there.
Yeah, he does look a bit like Steve Bracknell, doesn't he? Just
He does a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not Steve though; it's Chris.
yeah, that is Chris.
And that's the photo, and he's smoking a cigarette on that. And I took that photo before the cover of the Monkeys album.
Oh shit!
And that's in this edition.
Oh,
and then this,
shit.
And then this one's just a picture of me playing bass. But I didn't take this picture. This is Mark Bull. But
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you know who Mark Bull is.
So I do know who Mark Bull is because I've been doing a lot of research and reading.
I'll give that back to you.
Oh,
I'll try and
mate.
put this back up there.
Thank you.
Smartly.
I'll put this one up here. So Mark Bull's the guy who basically leaked all your stuff on the internet and made a scene.
Yeah.
Caused a scene.
Caused a right fucking scene. But Mark used to be a photographer called the Sheriff. He called himself the Sheriff.
Right.
And he used to just go to lead mails and just watch bands and take photos of bands and put photos on his whatever the hell it was, MySpace or whatever it was, or just collecting them for himself. And he came to a few gigs at the time where we were handing CDs out after gigs.
Nice.
When we knew we got a gig coming up, we'd be like, right, everyone print 20 CDs.
Right. I need to know like how the process went for this, because I guess everybody that's ever been in a band in the 2000s, maybe after you guys had done it, sort of still did the same thing.
Yeah, I don't even know if we were the first people to do it. So like,
you got gigs coming up. Are you going PC World buying some CDs and then just taking them back to your? Who's got the best computer? Who's like burning the most?
Alan Elders are burning the CDs. I don't even know how I used to do it. I think I probably used to just be the one changing them in their house.
Just putting the sleeves in, popping that little plastic insert out.
Al or Elders had designed some art. Well, usually Elders had designed some type of artwork.
Nice.
And then we'd like, right, we've got 20 CDs, we'll go and give them away for free. So we play Foundry and support somebody, and there'd be 8 people there. So, do you want a CD? Do you want a CD? And give them out. And then Mark was there and we gave him a CD one time, and he told us quite a bit later on that he just wanted to send them to his friend who lived miles away.
Yeah.
And rather than send a CD, he just said, put them on my MySpace. I'll send him a link to my MySpace. And we were like, what the fuck's MySpace?
The gesture that changed, I guess, popular music in the 2000s.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Do you reckon, I mean,
without Mark doing that, would it have even happened? I don't know.
Do you remember your top friends on MySpace?
I didn't even have a MySpace.
Do you
Didn't even know
I
what
didn't
it
have a
was.
MySpace until...
Not even a Bebo?
Didn't have a Bebo, I didn't have a laptop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like me...
You're on brick phones. You just what?
Well, I don't even know if we had phones. I mean, we probably had a mobile phone, maybe a 3210.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
making your own ringtones.
Yeah.
Ringtone.
Sony Ericsson, where you're penciling it, buying a ringtone and having to pencil it in yourself. Like,
I mean, I think it's kind of testament to the songwriting. I feel like the way that you guys were going, you probably would have got recognized and built anyway, but the way that it went with everything going on the internet, was there a point where there was like a particular gig where you turned up and you were like, fuck, why are all these extra people here? I don't really get it. Or was there, or was it just kind of like a steady growth?
It was probably a quick steady growth. Like I was telling someone earlier, like we'd go and play in Nottingham at a venue called Certificates 18.
Right.
And so we'd be like, right, we've got there on Thursday night. Jeff, our manager, would be like, right, he'd have a Saab.
Getting me Saab.
Big Saab. So we
Fucking
just loaded as
Saabs,
much as
man.
we could in Saab.
Built like tanks.
Yeah. It literally. And that his Saab is in the artwork on the first album. There's a photo of us sat in a Saab and it says Saab.
People drive
shit,
Saabs
okay.
anymore. Do you see them
Yeah,
around?
you see it. I don't. No, in fact, they do. I know a couple of people who drive Saabs, and they are like fucking tanks.
Yeah.
I
They're
want
like
a
tanks.
Saab.
So,
Indestructible.
so we drive certificate 18 or whatever it was called. Play to 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Come home. Couple of months later, go back and there'd be maybe double that,
Yeah.
and then come back and then go again, and then maybe like a little bit more, and then it just kind of slowly built like that over like a year, 2 years,
Yeah.
and then.
To the point, I mean,
To the point
boiling
of like getting
where-
to a venue and it's like, oh, this one's sold out. Even though it's only small venues,
Yeah.
80 people,
Yeah, but 80
Wakefield
people,
Escobar sold out.
Yeah.
We're still like, oh, that's all right. It's still,
I mean, if the
still
venue
says sold out, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
We were never bothered about the capacity.
Yeah.
I cared more about playing to people where it was in a small space and it was rammed.
Yeah.
More
I would rather
intimate,
play
man,
to
yeah.
this room packed
Yeah.
rather than a massive venue that's fucking empty.
It feels
Do you know what
good
I mean?
like that, right?
Yeah, everyone's there. You can survive in it. Do you know what I mean? You
Feel
start
the
getting
feel the
cooking.
energy and
Yeah.
you feed off people, I think.
And Wakefield Escobar was a lot like that, and people were crowd surfing and singing it back. And this one guy was crowd surfing and we're playing, and he's fell and he's smashed his face on the floor, got up, instant black eye, and he's turned around and just jumped over and started crowd surfing, and there's footprints
Fucking
on
hell.
roof and
I love that.
things like that. And then you start to like, wow, something's happening.
Can you recall like a particular gig where, I mean, we've had this on a very much smaller scale, but I remember doing a gig where we played a song that we'd written and my mate's on the front row and he did one of my lines back at me and I was like, fuck, that's mad.
Yeah.
Do you remember a gig where people started singing
Yeah, we played
at you.
at the Harley in Sheffield.
in Chef, yeah?
We played there, and I think Al had probably just played "Who's That Girl?" and then people just started singing that when
Yeah.
the sun comes down, sun goes down.
Scummy as I know it.
That's what it was called originally. That's what we called
yeah.
it. And then we were like, oh, we've got to give it a real name. So we ended up giving it a real name. But
Yeah, made it proper.
it was
for the
Scummy
album.
Man to everyone for a long time.
It's still Scummy Man to me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was one of the moments where we were all a bit like, after like, fucking, oh wow.
Yeah.
I remember
like-
Al being quite taken back at that point.
Yeah.
That people were singing his lyrics to him.
And was there like kind of a clear point where you guys, did you realise you were different to other bands? Because obviously you guys loved hip hop, and
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the background of that. But was there a point where you were playing the circuit and you were seeing all the other bands and you were like, oh, I think we're a little bit different to them and we sort of stand out? Or were you just like, these are all our mates and we just, because you...
Yeah, we didn't always used to play with our mates. Like, to go a little bit further back, before
Yeah.
we'd even started the band, we went to watch Milburn.
Yeah.
And Milburn were playing at the Boardwalk.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably like their football team's presentation night. That's why it was so busy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It were like
Yeah.
all their football team were there. I remember Lewis rapping Rage Against the Machine, one of their songs. He
Yeah.
was like rapping that, dancing around on stage. And they were playing that and we were like, okay, no, wow. They're doing that. Let's just try it. Innit?
Just looks like fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not long after that, we were like, oh, let's get some instruments and learn to play some songs. Do you know what I mean? Al's dad's a
Love that.
musician
Yeah.
and a music teacher.
Yeah.
So they had instruments in the house. Because we'd always, me, Al and Elders were just always at Al's house.
Yeah.
Or we're at Elders' house, or we're at my house. Just
Yeah.
all three of us dotting around. We're either in Hillsborough or I Green, doing things like that, like drinking for the first time in my house. And my mum's making a big tuna pasta for us all to eat. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're just having a laugh.
just being
Yeah.
like
Just pals.
17 years old. Do you know what I mean? And like 18 years old, not really caring about
Yeah.
just being a teenager, really. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And Al's saying, "Oh yeah, I've got this." So we'd make you to make a bit of hip hop before that.
I need to hear the unreleased
Hip-hop.
pre-Arctic Monkeys hip hop demos, man.
I don't
I'd
know.
love to hear that.
I don't know who's got. Elders might have.
You
him. He's the only
putting
person.
vocals on them and stuff. You guys like rapping, or is it just beats?
Yeah. Al would rap. Elders would rap a bit, and I would pretend could rap a little bit.
Like it's
but I
like
couldn't.
Beastie Boys kind of style, or like
Yeah,
more.
probably more UK hip hop Roots Maneuver type, or used to love a guy called Brain Tax.
Oh man,
Leeds.
Brain Tax, man.
Yeah.
So I really want to ask you about hip hop because you guys are all in the basketball team and stuff like that. Obviously,
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
basketball culture is
How
like
did
kind
you know
of.
that? That's good.
You've mentioned that on another podcast, and I've
Yeah.
sort of, like I said, I've been doing a lot of research and just listening to all your shit and catching up to speak to you.
Yeah,
on
so
this episode.
to go further back, me and Rob grew up on Norfolk Park.
Yeah,
Then we moved to Manor Park.
yeah,
We went to Manor Lodge Primary School, then to Myrtle Springs.
yeah.
And while we were in Myrtle Springs, my mum and her then boyfriend, he got made redundant and he thought, I'm going to buy an house. So he's bought an house in Deepcar.
Right.
And we were like, what the fuck is Deepcar? Do you know what I mean? We're like, Manor Park here, what is it?
Yeah.
It's other side of the planet to us.
Yeah.
So, but my mum's like, well, we're going to move there. And me and Rob carried on going to Myrtle Springs while we were living in Deepcar, which is
That's a trek.
a 2-bus trek.
Yeah, that's a trek. For people that don't know, that's a long
it's like a,
journey.
It's like maybe an hour and a half
Yeah.
trek to school and back.
Yeah, that's leaving for school at 6 a.m. Isn't
Yeah,
it,
leaving
basically?
at 7. Definitely leaving at 7. And I think I did that for a year. And I was like, this is so long. I don't even want to do this travel anymore. So my mum was like, all right, we'll move to the school around here. So year 8, first day year 8, I'd moved to that school, walked in class. First 2 people I saw was Alan Elders.
Yeah.
Instantly, I don't even know why. I was just instantly drawn to them. They were drawn to me. And then that was it after that. We were just friends after that.
Some
Talked
things are
about
just meant to
music.
happen, right?
Music that we were into.
What music are you guys into at this point in year 8?
I'm listening to Outkast. I'm listening to...
Which album is that?
I'm
202.
listening to Big Boy and Dre Presents, which is
Sick.
like a greatest, not a greatest hits because they did not split up or anything, but it was kind of like a I can't remember what you.
There's
call
pre
that type of-
speaker box love below.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
That's,
So it's got Miss Jackson on it.
oh yeah.
It's got like Aquemini on there and Players Ball and
yeah.
Spotty Uppity Dopalicious
fucking
and these
tune,
type
man.
of things. So I'm listening to those on the bus, going to school and things like that. They're listening to it, and then we find Roots Maneuver.
So do you remember who introduced you guys to like UK rap, like Roots Maneuver and stuff?
I remember
like that? Was it just
Al-
people at school or?
I don't know how we got it, but one time I'm at Al's house and he pulled out this Brain Tax vinyl. And I don't know how he
Sick.
got it or where he got it from,
All right.
but he put this Brain Tax album on. Might have been a CD, it might have been a vinyl, I can't remember, but we were listening to that and we were like, he's from Leeds. He's a white guy from Leeds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's a white guy from Leeds rapping.
Yeah.
And we like rap.
Yeah. Wait, fuck.
Wait a minute.
it's not just
possible.
people. It's not just guys from
Yeah,
America.
you ain't got to
kind
be
of
a
thing.
black guy from America
Yeah.
to rap. Oh
Yeah.
my God, wow. New world opened.
It's not quite the same, but I remember hearing Dizzy Rascal rap in like a English accent.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose Mike Skinner did it as well,
Yeah.
and loads of garage MCs and stuff have come before. But
Yeah.
when Dizzy rapped, like that was sort of my era, and he was the first rapper that I heard, and I went, "Fuck!" I sat up and went,
Yeah.
fuck, he's really good."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And hearing Brain Tax must have been exactly the same.
Yeah, it
for
was
you
the same.
guys.
Yeah, it was the same. It was the same.
It's
And
the accent and
also, like I say, Al's dad was a music teacher. They'd got they'd got a computer.
yeah,
They'd got Cubase. We can pencil in a drum beat. Do you know what I mean? And get a decks and do a little bit of scratching and things like that. Elders could scratch a little bit.
could
We're
he?
like, Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like fucking DJ man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but not DJing, but more like just. We had this vinyl called Bob's Bionic Beats, and it had like every like classic, yeah, and any type of them that you can think of, them ones,
Yeah.
exactly those ones. So
I often
like,
think of the fucking, what was that keyboard? It's like DJ.
yeah,
That kind of thing.
Klaxons ended up rinsing that one,
They did in the end.
but yeah, those sounds. So we got those, and then like I say, after that, it kind of just progressed to Owl learning a couple guitar chords on an acoustic.
Yeah.
So he had some blue guitar, acoustic guitar that his dad had brought back from school. And he used to just play a few chords on that. And then one time he was just like, once we'd watch Milburn, we were like, let's see if we can do it. Let's just start a band. I was like, well, I can play some guitar chords anyway.
Yeah.
I'll play guitar. Elder said, all right, I'll play drums. And I fancied that. I was like, what should I? And I was like, all right, well, I'll play bass then. And then Al's dad's saying to me, oh yeah, that's got less strings.
Yeah.
Al's dad gave me this book that's like how to play bass.
Fuck.
Telling me that, oh yeah, it's a different type of guitar amp you need for a bass guitar. You need a certain amp for that.
Yeah.
So learning all that, and we were like, right, so for next Christmas,
Yeah.
Let's all ask for these presents, and then we've got his instruments. We can start a band, which is what ended up happening, and we learned our instruments together. And then Al said, "Oh, there's a lad up road called Jamie. He can play guitar as well. We should just get him in as well."
Yeah.
So then he's come down, and he's gone, "Oh yeah, I've got this name for a band. We should just call it Arctic Monkeys."
I love that.
Literally, like that band was only ever called that. There was no warm up names that we ended up fucking off.
There's no reason. You just said Arctic Monkeys.
That's it.
Jamie just said that one time. No one questioned it.
Yeah.
Said, right, like that's it then. So we did that. We had a friend of ours called Glyn Jones, who was another friend from ours. He said, "I'll sing." He came and sang.
The life he could have had, mate.
Yeah,
Imagine if Glenn had stuck with it.
Yeah, but he was kind of like, "Oh, this isn't really for me." And then we were like, "Oh, we need a singer." So we asked another friend of ours, said, "Oh, I'll sing." And then he came down, and after maybe like an intro, he was like, "Yeah, it's not for me. I don't want to do it."
Yeah.
And then Al was like, "Oh, I'll just sing until we get a singer."
Yeah.
And secretly inside himself, you could just tell that like, we're never going to look for a singer. You're just going to, you just want to do it. So
was he any good at? I mean, not saying that he's ever been bad at singing. Was he like? Did it take a little while for him to learn it?
Oh yeah.
Had he ever done singing before? Or?
I don't think he'd ever sang before.
I mean, I guess
I know he did end up having some singing lessons, like, but that was like after we kind of started doing all right, and we're like going on tours. So it's like how to preserve his voice and look after his voice. But when we first started, I was singing in an American accent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I did that. When you started singing, I feel more comfortable to do an American accent.
We were
rapping in American
we didn't know,
accent.
we didn't know any better other than Brain Tax.
And who were you influenced by as well at that time?
We're,
Like bands wise, it's
we're listening to Strokes, we're listening to the Vines.
Yeah, are they, which are basically the Australian Strokes, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Libertines, probably just... Libertines were probably just coming around then.
Yeah. Which I guess... I listened to that. I don't know if you heard it yet. Kate Nash did sort of a podcast with BBC, and it was called like Indie Sleaze or something like that. I listened to that on a drive the other day.
All right.
And I didn't realise how important Libertines kind of were, because I came.
I feel like they had such a. It was the attitude, I think.
Yeah.
And it was the not actually being that good. Not that they weren't good, because their first album really did inspire us into doing what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
And their second album did as well, but it was almost like the ramshackleness of the Libertines energy was like, oh, as long as we're not as bad as that, we'll be all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, making you believe that you can do it. I like to think that's what we do with this podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can just get a camera and film yourself chatting on the sofa.
That's more, the desire to want to do it is more important than how good you are at doing it.
Mate, that's lovely.
Do you know what I mean?
That's lovely.
That's succinct and nice.
And that's what's important to remember is like, we want to do it. I don't care if I'm good or not.
Yeah.
Which is, so they were our influences. And when, sorry, I'm just kind of like, we end up rambling.
This is great.
Good,
this is
mate.
great, man. I love all the Origin stuff, and I'm a fan of the band.
So when the Strokes released their second album, what's it called?
Not Room on. Is it Room on Fire?
That was the album? Yeah, Room on Fire.
Is this it's the first?
Yeah,
right?
and Room on Fire. So when Room on Fire came out, we bought tickets to go and see him play at Alexandra Palace. So me, Alan Elders, and I think Chris McClure, Lewis Carnell, and some of their other friends. We were like, right, we've all got tickets to this gig. We're going to go.
Yeah.
Booked a coach, got off the coach at Golders Green, and we were like, right, we're just going to... We ain't got a return. A coach is tomorrow morning to come back. Yeah. Everyone else was like, right, we're going to go to gig, and then we're just going to sleep in bus station and come home. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So me, Alan Elders, ended up walking up and going
Sorry, how old are you guys at this point? About 16, 17?
17 probably.
Yeah. Quite young to be roughing it in London for the night.
Yeah, 17. So we were like, we got off the coach in Golders Green. I'd probably been to London when I was a kid, but not as an
adult on your own. It's the first time you're going on your own.
Yeah. Walk up and go down Golders Green, and it's full of like bed and breakfasts. So and everyone's like, everywhere's almost like no room at the inn. Do you know what I mean? All these places. Then we find this one place, and they said, oh yeah, we've got no rooms. And then all of a sudden, this guy's come back out and he said, we've got one room upstairs. There's no running water, but you can have it for like 40 quid for a night or whatever. So we were like, perfect, we'll take it. And we ended up I think there was one single bed in there. It was like someone at bed and people were on quilt on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So us three were in that room that night, but we went to the gig in Alexandra Palace, and they opened with the really slow song Under Control.
Oh man,
which was on that new album.
Yeah.
And everyone was so ready to go mad when they came on. When they started playing that song, people didn't really know what to do.
Yeah.
And then they went into like some classics. Do you know what I mean? So it was going mad. And then after the gig, we were kind of like hanging around, and we saw Pete and Carl from the Libertines.
Whoa, yeah.
And me, Alan Elders, had a photo taken with Pete and Carl that day, and I've got it somewhere. My mum might have got it somewhere, and there's a picture of all.
Is that's not in the book?
No, it's not. No,
man.
no,
I mean,
no.
I guess this is different. This is after, isn't it?
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
This is a lot earlier. So, so there's a picture of me, Alan Elders, with Pete and Carl in Alexandra Palace after we've just watched Strokes for the first time.
Yeah.
Going back to Golders Green to like, and we were just like flying. We were just buzzing. Do you know what I mean?
You just met kind of like
we just seen our favorite band and met some of our new heroes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's almost like these people are real people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're not just on artwork. They're not just on a poster or in a magazine. We've actually seen them and stood next to them. And God, Brad's not that fucking tall. Do you know what I mean? He's probably as tall as me, and he's a human.
I've got a weird story. Well, sorry to interject.
No. I mean, that's the end of the story.
I've got a weird little aside. I met Pete over summer. He did Rev's gig.
Yeah.
In what's it called? Don Valley Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I was DJing during the day, and I managed to convince my missus and my kid to come with me. I didn't have to convince him. He's two. I just brought him along.
Yeah.
But we were sort of hanging out backstage, and my wife had gone to watch Pete and Carl do their kind of acoustic set because she's a big Libertines fan.
Yeah.
And my son ended up just playing with Pete's daughter.
Wow.
And they were just jumping in puddles and stuff together.
Yeah.
And came out, and my wife was like, what's going on? And I was like, Louie's playing with Pete's daughter, kind of thing, in a puddle, having like the best times of their lives.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, that's Pete Doherty, the rock star genius.
It was weird,
but also
mate.
he's just a dad.
Yeah.
So
it was odd when I saw you, like, you just posted it on Instagram. I was like, just Pete Doherty playing a kid. I was like, what the fuck? Hang on, what? I was just zooming in. I was like, no, that's definitely him. That's not AI.
But you do just sort of realise these people are kind of people.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and I do feel like that photo that we took then was probably the last time I ever had my photo took with someone who I thought was the last time I've ever asked for my picture with someone ever.
Yeah,
like I'm not really one to bother people or ask for photos.
Mate, I'm the same. I realised they've just got busy. Do you know what I mean? They probably get it all.
Yeah,
the
they probably get
time.
all the time, and also it's like you're just a fucking human. Like
yeah,
at the end
man.
of the day,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like your stars have aligned and you've achieved what you've achieved.
Would
which
there
is
still be
beautiful.
nobody on your list like you wouldn't be absolutely? I have to fucking say something because I have probably most people no, but I think I have one or two on my head that I'm like.
I mean, big boy Andre 3000.
Probably, yeah, maybe. Yeah, if I saw Andre 3000, I might say something, but maybe even not.
Yeah,
I might even.
Sometimes
I
I
might
just
just
feel
go.
better
Hey,
not.
big fan, mate. I'm gonna leave you to it.
Yeah,
Just fuck off.
I hear what you're saying. I get that. I definitely get that, but I feel like probably not.
By the way, got to chuck in here, like our mates from home that are huge Monkees fans, that record's probably changed their lives, all that.
Yeah.
They're going to be screaming, watching this, going, you guys are sat with fucking Andy Nicholson here.
To be fair,
from Arctic Monkeys.
to be fair, just to
So-
inject, I got a burning question from one of my mates, and he generally was just like, "Can you please ask him, please, please?" And I was like, "All right, mate, I'll fucking do it." He wants to know what your meal deal is.
Meal deal. I don't really get a meal deal.
Do you not get a meal
I don't really get a meal deal. I don't really eat like a sandwich like that. But do you know what? All right, for your mate. So what you're saying, like a crisps, a sandwich and a drink?
Yeah, £4 innit, $3.85 innit.
Well, you definitely got to make the most of the drink. So I'm getting a fucking smoothie or whatever them, what are they called? The good smoothies that you can get.
They're honest or something.
Naked.
One of them or, honest. I like that.
What are they? Yeah.
Yeah, probably one of them. Pack of hula hoops. Like a hula hoop.
That's a proper crisp, that.
I love a hula hoop and a cheese and onion sandwich.
Oh, okay. If you're getting a water, I say this, I was discussing this. If you're getting a water and a meal deal, you got.
Yeah, you're
what
wasting your
are you
time.
fucking doing?
Yeah. Just you can probably get a water a lot cheaper.
By the way, Jim, sorry to interject. We have a sponsor we have to play.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, we just got.
Do you mind?
I
Yeah,
wanna
I'm
hear
sorry.
this.
Yeah,
We've got a quick sponsor,
Right.
Andy. Sorry about that.
Well, honestly, we've got about 7 quick
Go on,
ones.
I want to
but
hear
we're
them all.
I don't know, mate. Like, it's just, you know, you're just coming on and.
Oh, it sounds good though, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. Anyway, here it is. It's only quick, mate. We have to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
1832.
Oh, no. We have to.
Built once.
Oh, you have to fucking. We're going to have to loop this. Hold on 2 secs. That's gone in the middle. Fucking hell. Sorry. I apologise.
How much is this sponsor paid for this?
Oh, a lot of money, mate. Yeah.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Thousands.
Why choose Yorkshire brick? Because our bricks have been standing since 1832. Built once, built right.
There you go, mate. Yorkshire Bricks.
Thank
you, Yorkshire Bricks, for the.
Thank you, Yorkshire Brick.
I love it.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean,
I'm so in love with our accent, you know.
It is a
love
special
it.
thing, man.
I
It is
love
a special thing.
And every time I hear it, I just feel so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
I was watching something the other day and Sean Bean were on it. I was just like, yeah, man.
Do you think
Sean Bean.
people like manipulate the northern thing for like homeliness in adverts and stuff?
Yeah,
sometimes?
definitely. Yeah, it's
But
like
it's true.
that and Geordie accent.
Yeah.
Up northeast that they always do. They like to kind of.
It's a warm accent, man.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
It's comforting. I suppose northerners are more friendly typically, I tend to find.
Yeah,
so
I think so. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that. I guess.
trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we interrupted a very important story about you guys going down to London to watch the
No, that was the end of the
Strokes, a
story.
meeting-
Really, it wasn't that good a story.
No, it was a great story.
Yeah, we met.
It's
Pete
interesting
and
to hear
Carl.
all these origins. So like, and then at that point, you're coming back to Sheffield post that.
Yeah,
and you guys
buzzing
are writing
as well. Like we've
Yeah.
been to this gig, and also when you're that age as well, and you've not done that many gigs, and you've seen these people do these gigs, you're like, wow.
So you guys are gigging at this point. You're playing
I
some
think
songs.
We
maybe,
might
and
have been
covers and
gigging, we
stuff.
might not have been gigging. I think it was probably really early.
Where were you practicing in these early days?
In Al's garage.
In Al's garage.
Yeah, we're like
I read
vibrating, or Elsa's living room when his mum and dad are on holiday.
I've got a book that says something about like practicing in a factory somewhere.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that
So we practiced
later
in
on?
Al's mum and dad's garage for a bit, and that became ridiculous because I mean the amps we had were probably about that big.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're not big amps at all, and Elsa's there playing the same drum beat for every song because that's all they can play.
Yeah.
While we're learning these, but Elsa's dad worked for a company that was just outside. They had a company just outside like Barnsley.
Right.
Called Eurocap, and they
Okay.
they just had a massive factory, and the guy who owned the business was a real nice guy,
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, they can practice here and when we're shut if they want. So I think once a week I would get the bus from Hillsborough to High Green, go to Elsa's dad had drive us to there,
Yeah.
drop us off, go home, we'd practice for a bit, we'd play some Strokes song, we'd play Datsuns. Remember Datsuns?
I do.
We'd play
Yeah,
these
I do remember
songs.
Datsun's mum.
And then he'd pick us up, and then we'd get back to High Green, and I'd get back on bus from High Green back to Hillsborough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With my guitar on my back.
It's not glamorous these early days. is
No,
it?
not at all. Like
It's like every. I think this is the reason that a lot of people love this band, by the way, because
think
you guys are like,
for me personally, it was a real graft because
yeah,
as much as I talk about the band, there's actually 4 individuals that make up that band.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I can only speak for myself and my background. Like, and I don't know if I can't remember what Rob said when he was on here, but when me and Rob got brought up, it was me, Rob, and my mum.
yeah,
That was it. We were living in Norfolk Park. We were living in Manor Park.
yeah,
Then we're in Deepcarn. Then we're in Hillsborough. We're not in High Green. We haven't got 2 parents who are teachers or 2 working parents. We're not going on holidays.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're working class
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who only know what their mums taught them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything like that. So I'm getting on a bus to go to High Green to get a lift in someone's car to practice, and then I'm getting back on a bus when they're at home having their tea
yeah.
to come back to Hillsborough to go home and have my tea. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking grafting doing this. As much as it's not hard labour graft, I'm only sat on a fucking bus, but still.
It's the time, it's the hours, it's the commitment, it's the dedication.
It's just all that
Yeah.
takes it
Yeah.
to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So for me and my story, and I've kind of learned a lot of this from doing the book as well. Like,
yeah,
my background is not the same as everybody else's that was in that band. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, poor council house kid. Do you know what I mean? But we grew up in council houses, me and Rob. Like, that's how we grew up. And
It's something
that's
you don't-
testament to my mum, and she held it down, and she held us down and she still does. But like, we were grafting. Do you know what I mean? It weren't like a walk in the park. It weren't let's go to Florida for 2 weeks in 6-week holidays. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I've still to this day never been abroad with my mom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Oh well, I've been abroad and she's come abroad while I've been abroad. She came when we played in New York.
Amazing.
But that was the only time I've ever been in a different country with my mum.
Yeah.
Other than when we were kids and we lived in, I don't know if Rob mentioned it, but when we lived in Santa Barbara for a couple of years.
Rob briefly mentioned that, I
when
think.
we were kids.
Yeah.
So our dad's American.
Yeah.
So we lived in Santa Barbara from when I was about 1
Yeah.
till I was about 3.
So
And then we
I mean,
came
you
back.
probably remember a little bit, but maybe not.
Yeah, I remember like about 3 things from living there. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not much. Santa Barbara Zoo. Do you know what I mean? Little things like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, and Rob's a bit older, so he remembers a bit more. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was our background. You know what I mean? We were
Yeah, man.
everything that me and Rob have done. We've had to work for.
Yeah.
we haven't had
And hats
anything
off to
given
you
to us.
because you've done bits.
Yeah, we've
Both
done
of
stuff.
you
Yeah,
individually done bits.
But that's all down to testament to my mum
Yeah.
and testament to me and Rob actually caring about it and wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Because like my miss sort of said to me all the time, "Oh, you don't do it unless you want to do it." And I'm like, I'm not doing fuck all if I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, and I would teach my children, if you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it. But if you want to do it, fucking do it.
I love
Do you
that,
know what I
man.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
sorry for swearing. I'm
No,
not, I don't
please,
really,
please.
I don't really want to be
It's
swearing.
important to get that point across.
Sometimes
No,
the swear word really
I think
hammers
that,
it home a bit.
I think for people to hear that as well, it is inspiring. Like, and even later on, even post Monkeys, all the stuff you've done has all been like, you can tell there's heart and passion and like consideration to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Mate, I wish I started my creative journey fucking 10 years ago, Mum.
Yeah.
Because COVID hit and that's when I started my creative journey.
Yeah,
I was
wish
I should have been doing
But the
this.
thing is, you'd started it. You've started it now.
Mate, absolutely.
You know what
I
mean?
tried to keep that. Yeah, I know.
It's so easy to say, "Oh, I wish I would have done this earlier. I wish I would have done that."
We
But
were
it's
in
just-
bands, though,
It's
and-
getting off your arse and doing it.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary sometimes to jump in, isn't it? And
Yeah,
I guess the
fucking is,
benefit of youth. One thing I'd like to add, I guess, is you said you didn't have the same background as the other guys in the band, but at that age, you don't really. I don't know if
think about
you
it.
don't
You don't
notice it.
think
You don't
about
think
it.
about it. You don't think, oh, he's got a nicer house than me, or oh, he's going on holiday next week. You just crack
and
on.
it's nothing against anybody. Like their
Yeah, of
parents are
course.
beautiful people. Al and Elsa's mom and dad, beautiful people. Jamie's mom and dad are beautiful people. Like
And you guys are all
Al-
still friends, and you
yeah,
still see
friends.
these
Like,
people. Right?
I go to Al's mom's and dad's house on Christmas Day. Like,
That's the cutest thing ever, man. Do you?
yeah, like not for long, but like I'll like stop
Pop
off
in.
and take a bottle of wine, or sometimes if Al's there, I'll go and we'll have a glass of wine on Christmas Day evening or something.
Oh,
But,
Andy,
like-
that's lovely.
And when he's not there, I'm still going.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Do you
Because
have a bit
these
of Christmas
people,
dinner, do you?
do I make Christmas dinner?
No, do you have a bit of theirs?
No, I don't. I can't think I've ever had.
Depends
any,
what time you're
but
going around in the day. I
Usually a bit
suppose.
later. Than,
I'd
a bit later.
I'd
than
have to
dinner.
insist. I'm like, is a mouthful.
Yeah.
Just gives a mouthful.
But, no, never had no food there. But that's the type of people they are. Like
Yeah.
Penny and Dave, Al's mum and dad are beautiful people.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. And actually, I don't know when this is going out. I don't know if I should
It's
talk
going
about.
out on Friday.
All right. So
2 days.
All right. So on the 26th, is like 20 years since Dance Floor went to number 1.
Yeah.
Well, it was on the 17th it came out, but the 26th is the closest time
Yeah, it's
to
the
when it
chart
went to number
date.
1.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
all saying, "Oh, we should just all meet up and go for a drink and things like that." Not for me, but like the
Yeah.
parents, because they used to hang out together and things like
That's
that. So-
that. I mean, that's like super cute as well,
Yeah.
isn't it? You don't think about these things, I guess, when you're just in the fevered sort of like, oh, I love that song, I love that bass riff, I love that
Yeah.
sound, that lyric, whatever. You're not thinking, oh, all these lads' mums are like hanging out, and like
Yeah.
the dads are just there in the back and
Yeah.
stuff. The community that the band builds,
Yeah.
not just friendships within the band, but
Yeah.
like everyone around it,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
people that become involved in the album,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it's a
All
beautiful
your
thing.
mates.
It is a beautiful thing. There's a lot of friends and family involved, and the more time you spend together, the closer you get together and things
Yeah.
like that. So it was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful time, and
It drew. I think that drew people in to you. I mean, it certainly did for me. The reason. I mean, I liked heavier music. I think I liked dance music, and I liked like really heavy rock, and I liked.
Jamie was really
rap.
into Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, man, that was me.
Mate,
Jamie
That was
wasn't
my
really
vibe.
into rap. So when we started the band and we're all into rap, and Jamie's going, "Oh, you're this band Queens of the Stone Age," and we're listening to them as well, and we're like, "Wow."
Wow.
So he's bringing this side of that into
Yeah.
it. So it's almost like Queens of the Stone Age meet hip hop.
Yeah.
In the end, equals AM.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And they go on to, they obviously go on to work with Josh.
And end up going to work with him,
yeah.
supporting each other and things like that, long after I've been there or whatever. But
he's a cool looking.
The journey carries on.
Man, that's crazy.
Like, that way. It's so beautiful how it does pan out like that.
It is, man.
Yeah.
Like, but you guys put something out into the world, and then that ended up being like not just a kid who liked Queens of the Stone Age, just a kid who made an album with Queens of the Stone Age because he did the thing. He didn't stop or didn't give up or whatever. He just carried on, like you were saying. Just you got to do it.
No, it was so nice. And like with this album coming up to being 20 years old, someone mentioned to me the other day, like, oh, how do you feel about it all like that? And your song, how do you feel about your songs turning 20? And I had to say, like, these aren't my songs. These aren't even the band's songs. Like, these are the people's songs.
Yeah.
Like, you think Noel Gallagher can tell me what Don't Look Back in Anger means? Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, mate. I know what that means to me. And which for me puts it in perspective for what the songs that off that first album, what they mean to other people.
Did you know Dance Floor was going to be as big as it was going to be when you know?
No. And I think before we
when
put
you
that
played it, you were like,
single,
oh, sick song actually.
What, when we first wrote it?
Yeah, kind of
Not
thing.
really. I don't think we thought
it's another good
it was
song.
another song in the set.
And then
they were all just other songs in the set. They were never a song that were like, oh my god, that is the one. We're going to be huge, guys. Come on, we've done it.
I remember hearing anything. This is I've never heard anything like this.
Yeah. No.
Banger.
That was just how it was. And before Dance Floor came out, there was a little bit of like, I think everyone's saying, I think it was more from a management point of view. They were like, oh yeah, we should have But You Look Good at the Dance Floor as the first single. And we were like, oh, let's just have Dancing Shoes as the first single.
Yeah.
And then toing and froing like that. And then they were like, all right, but we've got to do a video for it. And we were like, all right, well, if that is the song, we're doing it live and it's going to be a live video. We're not doing a video.
I love how
why the video ended up being how it was.
In those early days, I love how much on your own terms like stuff was. Even like the record deal you guys signed was like it all seemed quite considered. Did you have like good guidance around you?
We did have good. The management
this?
is good management. They've got good management, and I've got to give them that. Really, like the management did look after the band's best interests. But back then, we were, like I said, 19-year-old. Dickheads. Not dickheads, but 19-year-old
lads
like that weren't doing it to have massive songs. We're not doing it for that. We're doing it because we just want to do it. Yeah. Like I'm saying, like if you want to do it, fucking do it. And that's all we were doing.
There's so much humour in it, even when you guys were really popular.
Yeah.
I was watching back some old interviews and stuff. Like having you on as well has sort of made me reminisce about my time in that era. And what I loved about you guys when you were on the telly was like you and Helders would often get paired up in interviews.
Yeah.
And you two would be just like silly buggers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And just messing around in photos. It's like, I just fuck about in photo shoots. Do you know what I mean? We just piss around, like I'd jump on Elders or I'd grab Al or I'd throw something at someone or I just could never take that too serious. The only thing that was serious to me is when we're on that stage, we're going as hard as we fucking can.
Can I ask you about one particular photo shoot?
You can ask me about whatever you want. Go on.
I heard there was an incident with a block of ice.
Go on.
And a sledgehammer.
Go on.
Was there not a particular photo shoot where someone had been like, right, we've got a block of ice because you guys are Arctic Monkeys, and there's a sledgehammer here, and we want you to smash it?
Yeah, probably.
And
probably
he's gone out to get his camera, and by the time he's come back in,
it's probably smashed.
You've smashed it up.
Yeah, that sounds.
And then the
right.
picture is the band laughing at you with a sledgehammer going.
Yeah. I think there's a photo of that in my book. Actually, I think there's a photo of that in the book. That was in Toronto.
Amazing.
We got there, and there was like, because we used to fucking hate. It's like, oh my god, these are just when people would play on the Arctic Monkeys thing,
the name,
just be like, oh my god. So we'd get there and they'd be like, if there'd be like bananas involved, we'd be like, oh my God. Fucking hell. Or they'd be like ice involved and be like, oh, you've all got to look cold.
Just too on the nose.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
Come on,
man.
Was that more in America or was that like you get that in UK as well?
A little bit in UK, but more America because
of course it's the US one.
Being half American, I can say it. Do you know what I mean? They're like, they don't really get that type of humor. It's kind of very like, check it for what it is. It's like, Arctic Monkeys. Okay, we've got to get some bananas around here. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck it now.
And make frozen bananas.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there's photo shoots like that and things. But That was when we were playing in Toronto. We did some gigs in Toronto, in Canada, and a few in America. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go, like, I don't want to do all Arctic Monkey stuff, but I do want to get to, like, the book.
Yeah.
So, can I ask, was there a point where, like, songs came into the practice room and you went, I mean, I think you sort of covered this already. There was, like, you were saying there were just another songs in a set, but when you heard Certain Romance for the first time, for example, and you came up with that bass line, were you not like, this sounds a bit special, this feels a bit special?
No.
Were you drawing bass line influences from, like, hip-hop stuff?
Definitely. That's where all my 90% of my hip-hop, of my bass references are hip-hop.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was listening to. Like, bass fill-in, there's some Outcast songs, do you know what I mean? And it's like little bass fill in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll steal that, and that's the bass line that brings the bass line in Mardy Bum, do. That little bit of a fill.
That's from Outcast.
Is an Outcast fill.
Shit.
That I would learn, I'm a bit better now, but I wasn't very good with my ear, so I couldn't hear something and play it. Whereas Al is amazing at that, so I could say, oh, how do you play that? What he's playing on this song, and he'd go, oh, like this, and I'd be like, right, I remember that, and then I would be at home practicing my bass by playing to hip hop. Yeah, so I would play to Outkast and Dr. Dre and all this type of stuff like that. So when there became a chance for me to have a little bit of an input in a certain section, I kind of drew from those things. Definitely.
I love that, man. It's so like that,
but when we were writing Certain Romance, that was written the practice room that photo was in. Yeah,
the pool game, pool table.
Yeah. And there was a story about, there was like a big fight in that. We used to have parties in there, like, you know what I mean? Instead of going to a pub, we'd have a party in there, and we put a band on and gigs and things. And like one time we had this little party in there, and it turned into a big fight. Loads of people started fighting all of a sudden before we'd even managed to play. And
fuck.
And then Chris McClure tells this story so much better because he was there. Like, if you can get Chris to tell you this story, it's a beautiful. In fact, he tells this story on the vinyl for the deluxe version in the book.
Amazing. So make sure you buy the deluxe version of the book, guys.
I'll give you a quick rundown. So there was basically a fight in this practice room between like 8 people versus 8 people. Not like we're meeting up to fight, but like, I'm drunk, what you eating, my mate, I'll eat you, and all of a sudden there's carnage, and that is what Certain Romance is kind of based on. Like, on lyrically, kind of, it happened in that room. We ended up writing the song in that room.
Yeah. Is this is this in like the immediate aftermath, or is it like, fucking hell, last week was mad?
I think
here's some lyrics about like kind of what happened.
Yeah, I think what would have happened is the fact that the incident would have happened, and then a week or two later, I was going, let's try this. If you just play this little bit, you play this bit, and you just about this tempo like that, and then we'd kind of like, and then he'd start playing it and singing it, and we're like, all right, sound, that's it then. Let's just keep practicing until we know how to play it.
I was going to ask if you had like a method or like kind of, because I look at a load of band documentaries and I see like there's so many different ways bands like get together, write a song. You know, but sometimes it's just one geezer and they already know it. Yeah. Whereas a lot of times there's like a whole kind of influence, like you said. So was there a particular
Sometimes
type
it's
of
Al
process,
coming and saying, you play this, and you play this. Or sometimes it's Al saying, I've got these lyrics and this is what I'm playing.
Do you remember the first original song he ever brought you?
Yeah, it was called. Let me think. Do I remember it? There was a song called Matt Dave's in a Rock Band, which is a lad that we went to school with, who was just called Matt Dave.
Yeah. Matt Dave's in a Rock Band.
Yeah, and that was the first song, and his dad used to work at the lead mill.
Right.
And I think there was a line in the song and it was like, he's working at the lead mill. Before we'd even been to lead mill or knew what lead mill was. His dad worked there, and we were like, right, okay.
I guess.
And then that quickly kind of got bettered and bettered. And as we'd write songs and we'd be like, oh, it was like a conveyor belt, really. It was like, once we'd got a song that was good enough to replace the shittest one, that moved out and everything moved until we'd got like, all these songs that are all ours now, there's no covers. Yeah. And they're all pretty good songs.
You should have
I like
brought some of your old lyrics in on paper.
Fuck me, man. I'd die, I think. I couldn't.
Well, I remember you writing a song about somebody wanking off a dog, so...
You write about what you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You write about what you know, Andy.
It was one of your mates, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't in a practice room in like, you know, Neep's End.
Yeah.
It was in his living room in Fishtoft.
It's all the same
Which is
though.
where we
What's the
grew up.
difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah, just
So we'd
social
write these
commentary.
songs. We'd write these songs, get them to a point, and we'd be like, right, we've got 3 songs. I think Al had met John McClure at that point on a bus.
Which is
coming from, because the bus from My Green's got to stop off through Grenoside to get to Hillsborough, to get to town. So I'd get on the same bus they were on.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're ringing people's house phones. What bus you getting on this bus?
Yeah.
Right, okay, that gets to my house at this time. I've got to get on a bus stop for this time to get on the same bus as you to go into town.
Yeah.
John would be on the same bus. Alan Elders had met John. John had ended up telling him about Two Fly.
Right, Alan Smythe's
studio.
Kind of all the fact that all these people sort of that met organically to people that are fans of the band and people that have, you know, had their lives changed by the music and all that. It's going to just sound mad, but it is just how it is.
It's just how it happened.
This is just how it is.
So, and then we'd get like, okay, we got 3 songs, let's go Two Fly. Two Fly were like 200 quid for a day. You could record probably 3 songs in a day.
In this economy, big up Alan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, fuck.
And I think even after everything that had happened, an album doing what it'd done, I think he put his price up by 50 quid and he was charging 250. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my stepdad, Sammy he's got a van, so we would put all our shit in his van. He'd take us to Two Fly, dump us all out at 10 o'clock. We'd be recording with Alan. But because we used to just religiously practice a lot, we were quite tight.
Yeah.
So, which is probably the most important thing as a band, I would say, is play. Just keep playing. If you really enjoy it, just keep playing because, and again, back to Milburn, because they'd been playing so long together, they were so tight.
Yeah.
And they were so good, not good as musicians, but as a 4-piece of musicians and playing so much together, they found their pockets that they worked in and the tightness of the songs became really good. So we would just practice a lot and then we'd go to Two Fly.
Yeah.
We'd knock out 3 songs. Alan would say, right, go and get some dinner, I'll mix them. We'd come back, he'd mix these songs, he'd burn them on CD and we'd leave. And then we'd burn them CDs even more and give them out at gigs.
Have you still got any of these like original CDs?
I don't think I have. And you know what my mum probably has? Because when I told her in the book, she went, oh, I've got all this shit. And my mum's a bit of a lazy ass. So she's saying, instead of clipping your bit out of this magazine, I've just got the whole magazine. So do you know what I mean? So we've got like...
You have to dig through to find it.
So all these articles we've got, when there's like that much about us, we've still got the whole newspaper to look through to find it. But
I love that, man.
So so it was just kind of like, just practicing and recording really.
Yeah.
To the point.
And Milburn are obviously really important in this because you're like, fucking hell, they're really tight.
Yeah.
We need to be really tight.
But they recorded a Two Fly as well, so...
Yeah. Was there ever a sense of sort of like, not competition between you, but obviously they're very inspiring to what you guys did.
Yeah,
like if you'd not seen them do it, maybe you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So like when they're recording songs, you're like, oh, that fucking song's really good.
Yeah.
We need to be tight like that and write a song like that. And
we would be practicing in Elders' dad's work, learning a Milburn song.
Why?
Like we would learn, they had a song called Steel Town.
Yeah.
And we learnt this song and we used to just practice this song. Almost to be like, right, so they're the type of movements that your hands are doing for these type of songs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's what this shape looks
Learning
like.
how to play that chord.
Do you know what I mean? Almost
riff,
like learning like that.
It's like your backwards engineering stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that way, like with everything. I don't know chords. I played drums and guitar for a bit. I just learned by watching, like imitating someone else.
Yeah.
And then just kind of twisting it, you know, just like backwards engineering it.
Yeah,
that's how I fucking.
And that's what we did. Yeah. And I said it before, and I'll just say it forever. Like, if it weren't for Milburn, there wouldn't be an Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah,
it just would. There just would, for me anyway, there wouldn't be. And for me being 1/4 of the start of it, like, and I'm not saying it's all about me, but like I said, there was 4 individuals, and without those 4 individuals, the stars aren't aligning how they did.
Yeah.
So Milburn are a huge part, and that's why in the book they get a massive mention. One of the first pictures is Joe Green. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
fantastic drummer, Black Lantern.
Yeah,
Black Lantern drumming. You can learn
amazing.
You can learn drums with the guy who influenced Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, and he taught Elders. Like he'd give Elders a few drum lessons first, and
wow.
And because of all that, it was just so beautiful to do. And as we started gigging more and they started gigging more, we started to support each other. We'd support Milburn after a little bit.
Yeah.
And then as things changed and our popularity grew a little bit more than them, we were like, oh, you come and support us then.
You bring them up with you.
So they supported us, and it's like, oh, we've got a European tour. Who do you want to support us? Milburn, obviously. That's who we want to support. Who else could possibly do it?
Yeah. Do you guys have fun on the road together as well?
Yeah,
because you're all mates
point,
and stuff.
At the point where we've got a record deal, Milburn aren't that far behind us getting their record deal.
Yeah.
We're on tour together now with sleeper buses each.
Yeah.
Living the fucking dream. Do you know what I mean? Like, not caring what none of the music's doing, but it's doing well enough for us all to just kind of do this for a job for a bit. So let's just fucking ride it till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
And I love Milburn.
Me
I've got
too.
such a soft spot in my heart for Milburn, because if it weren't for them, I don't know where I would be.
Interestingly, I didn't know of Milburn until I moved to Sheffield. I went to a gig. One of my uni mates was playing at the Grapes upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is where you guys played your first ever gig.
Yeah.
And he told me that. I never knew that before moving here. I was like, oh wow, that's like a cool bit of like Sheffield history.
Did you go to a gig there then? Upstairs?
I went to his gig upstairs. Yeah, so it was September.
So did you see how big it was?
September 2008. Tiny little room. Tiny little room. But
there's thousands of people that said that they were. At that gig.
they were all there.
But
right?
let me tell you now, when that first Arctic Monkeys gig, I was working at Tony and Guy hairdressers.
Yeah.
Because we'd left school, other three had gone to college.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to college. I said, yo, Mum, I've had enough of learning. She was like, all right, that's fine, but you can't be on dole. You've got to get a job.
Yeah.
So I've got a job.
Good guidance.
And she said to me that there's an hairdresser's in town, and you just got a sweep floor.
So she found the job. She's like, oh, Andy will do that.
She found a job, and I don't even know how I got an interview, but she said there's a job there.
Yeah.
Good there. So I went there, ended up getting this job.
Big up your mum, really.
Yeah. Every time. And so, and I left there just before the band kicked off and got a job at Boardwalk.
Yeah.
With Elders and Al and John McClure and Ed Cousins and
good gang work in there then.
All these people.
Yeah.
So the first Arctic Monkeys gig there was probably about 12 hairdressers there.
It's about the same.
And
now.
there was probably about 30 people there in all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half of the crowd was Tony and Guy hairdressers from Essentials and Tony and Guy in Sheffield.
I'd like to see stats on like Arctic Monkeys gigs now. What the percentage of hairdressers are there?
There's probably quite a few hairdressers now.
Man. Yeah,
probably more hairdressers now than there's ever been. Yeah.
It was a good time to be a hairdresser in Sheffield, man. But
I'm
they all
interested
got
to see what else you've been digging up. Apart from Monkey stuff.
I mean,
because there's so much.
I've listened to all your podcasts.
Okay.
So you also do a podcast called How Did You Do It?
Yeah.
I really want to thank you actually, because I've been meaning to listen to that Bashy album for ages.
Yeah.
And listening to you sort of break it down with T.
Yeah.
I was like blown away.
Yeah. Amazing album.
And I've not been excited about UK rap. Not excited about it, but like sort of just like, I don't know. I've been waiting for like a little something to come on. There's little glimmers here and there that I'm like, oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And Bashy back in the day, I was never like a massive fan of.
Yeah, it's the same. Until that Bashy's album, I wasn't really a big Bashy fan anyway. Like I couldn't really understand the flow. I couldn't get my head around it until I heard that album.
But he's slowed it down. He's changed his tone. He's like...
And his flows are still fucking crazy.
Earth Strong blew my head off.
Yeah, I got his tattoo. I think I don't know what side.
Fuck, have you, man?
I've got an Earth Strong tattoo somewhere.
It's that side. It's that side. Shit, man. It's absolutely unbelievable. Like,
beautiful piece of work.
Listening to you guys break that down was stunning. The episode with Joe was great as well.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Yeah.
So that's another. Are you just involved in the production side of that, or do you play live?
No.
Joe
I just produced that one album for Joe.
So that's Joe. That's Joe Carnell from Milburn as well. So hugely important on the earlier stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
So you just produced that one album.
Yeah, he'd done a Good Cop, Bad Cop album with Elders before then.
Right.
Elders produced the first album.
Yes. In fact, I think so. In doing that, I watched a bunch of Good Cop, Bad Cop stuff.
Yeah.
And there's clips of him producing it in Elders' house.
Yeah, he recorded it in Elders' house in LA, like the first one.
Yeah.
And then when it came around to doing the second one, he asked me to do it because he wanted the type of sounds and energy that I do with my productions.
Yeah. more of like a hip hop kind of electronic leaning stuff.
come from that direction. Yeah.
Yeah, but that album is great.
Yeah.
What's it called? Welcome to the Marble Zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah.
Is that because it was? Sorry, this is coming from the podcast. Trying to remember everything I listened to. That's because Joe writes in his basement, right?
Yeah.
He refers to it as the Marble Zone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another podcast that I like to do, and I enjoy doing it, and it's basically a good reason for me to just sit down with people, mainly friends, who have done something, and I'm thinking to myself, I want to do a podcast, and I just want to talk to people I know, but I can't. I'm not very good at pretending I'm interested.
Yeah,
I can't ask questions if I don't care about the answer.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So I can't do that. I can't fake it really. I'm shit at that. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, right, what can I call it? Where I can talk to anyone. So I thought, I know what I'll call it. I'll call it How Did You Do It? And then it can be about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I spoke to my mate Gary about his production company.
Love that episode. Great.
Told
Gary,
her about
Gary
Bash's
Scaife.
album. Gary Scaife, what a legend.
And
you know what I mean?
made the episode with Tom Rowley you did as well was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. In fact, I was talking to Rob about it the other day. We were saying it's so funny because like obviously Tom goes on to play keys later in Monkeys' career.
Yeah.
But you don't ever say like Arctic Monkeys, you say, oh, they called me up, like he called me up. I went and joined them because everyone knows. But I was like, but it's kind of funny in its own way.
It's like we don't even realise like we can get through the whole podcast, or I can get through my whole life without having to say the name.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't want to. It's just like we don't really need to.
Yeah. How was it? How has it felt like for the book? Because I think it's important that like we talk about the book a little bit. How has it felt going back to those like early days from sort of where you're at now? Because obviously it's a bit of a journey that you had with it all.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
leaving the band and everything.
Yeah. So to get from being in the band to 20 years later releasing a book of photos from being in the band, from my time in the band, about 1 million chapters in my life have happened. You know what I mean? Like I've been married, I'm not married. I didn't have kids, I have got kids. Got a partner, I ain't got a partner, I've got whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like life moves in a lot of chapters for everyone. And this book is just one chapter of my life.
Yeah.
And at first, when I first found the photos was probably about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just too painful to look at. So I was like, and also it was a fucking mess. It was like, you'd have to go through 15 folders to find one photo. Do you know what I mean? So after maybe a bit of time of knowing that they were there and then collecting them all into a place where you could look through them and understand them.
Yeah.
And getting a rough copy of them and then putting them away for a bit and parking it for 5 years and getting on with life and living life and everything that happens like that. Now it's beautiful to look at and it's a celebration to look back and think out of just wanting to do it and being determined to do it. And like I said, like, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, I can either do it 100% or I can do it 0%.
Yeah.
I'm shit at giving 50%.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't do that. And it's not fair, really. You're wasting everyone's time if you're not really that bothered.
Big vibe.
So doing that really, and a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging, a lot of looking back at myself as well, because there was a time where I didn't look like this. Do you know what I mean? I was 19 stone. I was fucking depressed.
I was going to say, you're ripped as fuck now, man.
I'm not ripped, but
you're looking good though.
But fitness changed my life, and that came around in like lockdown. I had a lot more time on my hands, so I would exercise more and start running and building it all that way. Taking care of myself properly, and kind of just addressing situations and things like that. And also, I've not actually told anyone this, but like last year, this January, I just got a diploma in hypnotherapy.
Oh, sick, man.
Because I was doing, I'd been through a lot. Obviously, I've been through a fucking lot in my life. Depression.
Man, absolutely.
Whatever. Managed to pick myself up, realise certain things, understand things, acceptance and moving on. And this is one of the things I wanted to come on and talk about on here is all of that. Do you know what I mean? There's been fucking dark times.
Yeah.
And there's been times where it's not that dark, and then there's been times where it's fucking really dark. And And when everyone goes away and you're left with yourself, if you don't like yourself, you're fucked. what are you going to do? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to get to a point where you like yourself. So through picking myself up physically, mentally, and spiritually, like getting counseling, going to counseling, addressing situations and things that have happened in my life that needed to be addressed that I've never addressed. And you think you can sweep things under the carpet forever. Yeah. But really what you're doing is you're turning it into a fucking golf course. Do you know what I mean? You can't walk on that carpet. It's a carpet that can't be walked on. You can't sweep anything under the fucking rug. You've got to deal with it. And through going to counselling, I found my counsellor was unbelievable. And she would say like, I think you'd be a really good counsellor. Like that to things, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go and be a fucking counsellor. So I found a counselling course. I went and did this counselling course, which was only a 6 weeks course. It was meant to turn into a 2-year course. But so you do the 6 weeks intro course, which was me going and sitting in a room with like 50-year-old women. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably the only guy in there. Definitely the only tattooed guy that looks like this.
Again, don't want to interrupt you, but I've just done a similar thing, so we can talk about that afterwards. Yeah, absolutely, totally get it.
So doing that, but also I'm thinking, I feel like I need to be someone who I needed. I need to be the person who I needed back then to help me get out of the situation I'm out of. Yeah. Luckily, I dug myself out of it, but I want to be the person, I want to be there for people that need people like that. Do you know what I mean? So
that's beautiful.
So did the 6 weeks counselling course, and then it was you had to have like an interview to carry on to do the next 2 years. I had the interview, and they said, "All right, so there's a lot of essay writing in this next one. What did you do for your A levels?" And I said, I didn't do no A levels. I was touring fucking world. Like I didn't have time to do no A levels. I didn't even go to college. I finished learning at GCSE level. So they were like, right, okay, well, we can't accept you on this course then.
Right.
Which for me was like a real big slap in the face. I'm like, anything academic-wise, you can teach me, but the desire to want to help people, you can't teach.
Yeah.
I had the thing that, and I've still got the thing that you can't teach.
Yeah.
But the things that you can teach, you're not even going to teach me to help me get there. So that course didn't happen. And I found another course, but it was a hypnotherapy course.
Yeah.
And that didn't start till a year later. So I signed up to that and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do that then. So I did that and started it like a year, I mean, just over I finished it in January. So like whatever that is back. And that would be, I would go there on a Sunday. It was kind of like it was a part-time course.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of essay writing involved as well and learning.
I might have done a similar course.
Yeah,
I'm a qualified hypnotherapist also.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Genuinely true story, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do it with?
Chrysalis.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where did you do? Not in Sheffield, though.
I was in Manchester.
Right.
Yeah.
I found Chrysalis.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say it changed my life. It didn't change my life, but I was just so, not caught up, but I had the desire to learn about my mind, everybody else's mind, what's possible, what's not possible, how things can change. Because at that point, I'd stopped going to counselling because I felt like I'm kind of all right now. I can deal with this. I'm a fully functioning person again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can address these situations and deal with them all.
I wanted to say it does feel like you're in a good space.
Yeah, no, mentally I'm in a great space. We have his ups and his downs like everyone else does. Do you know what I mean? No one's perfection is a destination you're never going to get to.
Yeah.
And I think it's crazy to think that you can get to it in any form.
Yeah.
Nothing is perfect.
Yes.
And the best things aren't perfect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Anything that's perfect is not perfect because it's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's the imperfections that make it great. Back to Libertines.
Yeah.
The fact that that the guitars are a bit out of tune and they're a bit out of time, that's what's making it beautiful.
I'm not slagging off your book, but the photos in this book are just sort of snapshots captured in time on whatever camera you had at that time.
That's it.
It's not like the best camera in the world capturing a really intricate set out moment, but the photos in this book are beautiful. They're really beautiful.
That's it. And through doing the Chrysalis course, I got my diploma because I not only did I want to learn to do this as a job, potentially do it as a job, maybe not even do it as a job, but just to achieve something, because I felt like I've not really achieved anything other than the band.
Which is crazy to a lot of people.
Well, yeah.
A lot of people like go, what?
But like...
yeah.
But when,
I mean, what does that mean to you, though?
There's
What
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Like to me, this diploma is means as much to me as the first Arctic Monkeys album.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know
beautiful.
what I mean? I had to fucking learn to write essays. I'm dyslexic. A little bit dyslexic.
Yeah.
Probably dyslexic. Do you know what I mean? I'm probably autistic. Do you know what I mean? I'm all of these things. Like, nobody's fucking not any of these things.
We're on the spectrum a little bit.
I know
Exactly.
a mate of mine said once, he said, I don't think I've ever met a neurotypical person.
No, do they exist? It sounds boring as fuck. It
Mate,
sounds
Really on
boring.
my way.
Mate, when he said that, I was like, fuck. Because
Yeah.
it's probably just we're all...
Everybody's
on
on that
that
spectrum,
spectrum,
and if
dude.
you embrace it and don't fight it, you'll be fine.
Mate,
Yeah.
let them pick your legs up and
But,
let the fucking river.
So
So
through doing the course, I felt before I started it, I was like, I feel like my cogs aren't turning. There's nothing turning my brain. My brain's just doing the same thing all the time. I'm not learning anything. And as an adult, to learn is a different thing. Like, I talked to my friend Marcus, and we'd be like,
Shout to Matic Mouth.
yeah, every time. Definitely good person, good friend. Like, without that, without learning, but when you're doing adult learning, you're learning something you want to learn.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one making adults learn.
Yeah, you're
it's not
choosing.
school.
Yeah.
You're choosing what you learn.
Yeah.
So you're only going to choose something you're interested in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you got to drive that, and the fact that I now have a diploma in my house that says Andrew Nicholson, diploma in hypnotherapy and counselling skills.
Big.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I do
man.
want to put that into practice, whether it's the hypno side or the counselling side.
Yeah.
Do you know what I call them? Brain ninjas.
Yeah.
Therapy and going through that was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
I was, I don't know how much longer I had it now, but you've been through it as well. And it's just
yeah,
like,
we both have.
Yeah,
this
It's
lady,
really important.
God bless her, she fucking helped me so much. I thought I was all right. Do you know what I mean? I thought I figured everything out. I thought I knew my head.
Yeah.
And I'm all right. I'm all right talking about anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But she picked up on one thing.
Yeah.
And I was just, she brain ninja me, man. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
And then it changed my whole perspective on how so I have really bad self-talk.
Yeah.
Like, I used to berate myself a lot.
Yeah.
Anything I ever did was never good enough. I never wanted to show anybody anything of my work, and then it took me years of like just fucking knuckling down and being like, change the way you think, because you wouldn't talk to your mate that way.
Yeah.
So why the
And
fuck are you talking to yourself that way?
That's the most important thing that I could say that I've learned from any type of therapy is sometimes you just got to talk to yourself or you talk to your mate.
Yeah.
That's
Amen,
all you've
yeah.
really got to do is give you, and it's not about giving advice. Like, when I would go to my therapist, it was definitely not about, I wasn't going there for advice. And you'll know from doing courses like that, it's not about giving advice. You don't give advice. You help this person navigate their way through what they want and to get to where they want to be.
It's creating a space where they can come in and sit with you.
Yeah.
And you can be like, right, lay it all out.
Yeah.
And I'll just sit here while you go through it.
Yeah.
And then maybe offer some, like, not advice, but
just
perspective.
say something back to you
Yeah.
that you said yourself. There'd be times where I'd be sat there
Mirroring.
and I'd say something and then we'd both be quiet. And it's, but it was just the fact that
Yeah.
I've heard these words,
Yeah.
whether I've said them or not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like you'd say these words out loud and it's like, either I've never said that out loud before, or let me think about what I've just said because I've never even heard it said.
Yeah.
And now it's being said and it exists, it needs addressing.
89% of people live that way as well. They'll be just like driving around living a daily life. They'll be feeling
Yeah,
that, but
Yeah.
not knowing why.
Yeah.
They never ask themselves that.
yeah.
And I've always been fascinated in people and stuff like that. And I would love to get into therapy, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, man, it's just something to think about. It's like you just don't realise how many people like live that way without ever questioning.
Yeah,
why.
and also
They're
you
just-
don't actually understand and believe how powerful your mind is.
Sure, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your mind is lying to you all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not
We're
it's not
humans,
always
yeah,
telling
that's
you the
it.
thing. And you'll know from doing the hypnotherapy course of like the levels of things that your mind is capable of
Yeah.
is actually unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the way that you can change certain things, not And you'll also know from doing it, like the word hypnotherapy, hypnosis, that whole thing got such a bad rap.
Yeah,
because people think you're spinning a fucking clock.
Like, because
I tell people I'm doing this course, and I'm saying, I say I'm not going to turn you into a fucking chicken. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like that. Like, so I'm doing this course.
It's relaxation, essentially, isn't it? You relax somebody to a point where they are almost asleep.
Yeah, it's guided meditation. Yeah. That's what I prefer guided meditation than hypnotherapy because they've
less stigma.
Less stigma involved, also. Yeah, but the.
I've done a hypnosis tape for you. Do you remember?
You did, mate. You did it live on the phone.
I did it live on the phone.
Your course?
When I was doing my course. Yeah. You were one of my one of my case studies. I had to record my voice and get, and that for me doing music and then going, right, I've got to record a voice really softly. Yeah. That was fucking hard.
Yeah.
I'm like whispering into a microphone, I can hear the and that's my mouth. I'm like, my mouth sounds wet or dry or whatever. Like perfecting that and making sure I've got a good recording of it.
And through doing the hypnotherapy course, I met some people who I'm still in touch with. Like there's these two. Did you get like a practice group?
Get put in a group, practice group.
Yeah, I got put in a practice group. With those guys. I'm still friends with these people. Like, we'll meet up. There's shout out Joanne and Anne. Do you know what I mean? Like, and John when he can be bothered to turn up. Like.
Come on, John.
Joanne and Anne.
John, where are you, dude?
Come on, John.
Yeah, John's all over the place, but he means well. But Joanne and Anne, like, we got put in a group only because we live near each other.
Yeah,
and we'd meet up at someone's house, one of their houses, and we'd practice. And you just develop this friendship over time, and I remember telling Joanne and Anne, and while I'm doing all these things, no one knows who I am or what I used to do or anything like that. Why would they? But Anne told me like. Later on, she said, I thought I recognised you. Like, she said, but don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
Yeah, secret safe
like,
with me.
Yeah.
You're a superhero.
Beautiful. So it was really nice to kind of like, I want to say like anonymously do this. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously
good
like
for you.
What I've done and the things like that and the heights that band went to and are still at, like, it'd be really easy for someone to just kind of like, oh, aren't you him who used to do that? Or what you doing this for? You don't need to do that. Or do you know what I mean?
Did you ever get that?
What from doing the course?
No, from people in general.
What like a
where? Do you mean people in general? Like
just people in general saying that to you, like, oh, you used to be an Arctic Monkeys, and then just like be, what are you now, mate?
Yeah, not really. Do you know what? I'm such a private person now, but I think some people think I'm like, I'm not rude, and I'm not like. I don't give a shit, and I'm not like don't want to talk. I don't even know what that word means.
Stoicism, like I tried to practice it. You're just a bit calm and just quiet. And
I guess so.
A bit more insular than you used to be.
I'm a quiet person. Like
I am now.
Like after 6 o'clock, I'm at home. Do you know what I mean? I'm at home watching football. With
cheers for being out with us so late.
It's fine. Honestly, this is fine. But like things like that. Like I'm a quiet person. Like. People think I'm rude. Like I'll go to a party and I'm not going to no fucking parties anyway. But like I might go somewhere and there might be loads of people who I know there, loads of my friends there, and all my friends know. Like Andy will be here, and then all of a sudden he'll be gone. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll be there. I might say bye. I probably won't. I'll probably just walk out on my own, get in my car and go home. Do you know what I mean? And it's not me being rude. I'm just a private person, and like and that's just how I've always been. I'm not really out in these places for people to even say anything to me, and very, very rarely does anybody spot me or see anything. But if they,
you said something on the previous podcast that you'd done with Michael Anthony, where you said something nice about kind of like the freedom of you just being able to walk anywhere, and not be bothered by anybody.
Yeah, that's it.
That's kind of like that's a.
Do you think you would have had a hard time dealing with that, like staying with the Monkeys, and they got so big?
Yeah,
and then do you think if you couldn't even step outside the front door? Because I find when we reach stardom, I'm trying to what is it called? Manifest. My missus loves Manifest.
I love it. You've got to do it. It's the only way.
I don't know how I'd handle.
How's it going to happen if you don't believe it's going to happen?
Yeah, mum.
And I don't know how I'd handle it. I don't know. I think if I was always just like getting stopped in the street, I think eventually I'd fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll like that.
Would change yourself up, man. Change your image. Get a mask. Get some sunglasses. Get a cap. You know.
I mean, that just seems so fucking long, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, every now and then when I was in Sheffield, I'll meet up with Al and we'll go for a pint, and he'll he gets fucking bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I ain't
Is
seen
there
me mate for 6 months. I just want to have a pint with him, but it's...
Is there anywhere you can go? Anywhere? I mean, obviously don't shout it out on the pod because then you'll never be able to go there.
yeah, there's probably a few places, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that many. But, and also,
It
there's
must
not that
be.
many people that bother you. But it's like, I feel like it's for me. I'm fine. Like I can go anywhere and no one's going to talk to me, and that suits me down to the ground. That's beautiful for me. Do you know what I mean?
And if you
Like,
see Andy, don't talk to him.
but do talk to me. I don't mind. You're all right now. It's safe. But I also don't know if people think like my appearance might turn people away. Like, or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't look like. I mean, maybe now more than before. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got fucking gold teeth. I wear gold, and I've got fucking tattoos.
I wanted to ask about your dentist. Is it my mate who's also a DJ?
Yes.
He's my dentist.
Yes. Is he your dentist?
Begins with the word S.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man.
Legend.
He won't do me a gold tooth.
Will he not?
No, because he didn't do Klarna. I've said, can I Klarna a gold tooth? And he won't let me do it.
Do it.
He won't let me Klarna a gold
No,
tooth.
he's done all mine.
Has he?
Yeah.
So
Big vibe.
I didn't know whether they're just like caps or something.
No,
but they're
these are like filed down and
Oh,
fucking stuck
you
on.
bastard.
Yeah.
Did it hurt? Or?
No, they numb it. So
Mate, if you can go back now.
That
and
looks fire.
Imagine if you can walk into the form room, tell your year 8 self who's listening to Outkast, like, look at this.
Yeah.
Fucking gold teeth, man.
yeah,
That's a vibe.
Yeah, if I could walk into the class at year 8 and say, "Don't worry, mate, you're gonna end up looking like this."
Do you reckon you scare your
I
son?
think
or?
I'd have probably gone all right.
Yeah,
that's all right with
gangster,
me.
man.
I can take that. That's
Love
all
it.
right.
I do. I love the fact that you've gone into hypnotherapy, and I was like, that must have been cathartic as well for you to go through like counselling and hypnotherapy and kind of process everything that you've been through, because it is a mad existence. And then coming back into like being creative and doing all these other projects. So Post Monkeys, you did Mongrel, great band.
Yeah.
John McClure, former guest and friend of the pod,
was
in that with you.
Yeah,
And you,
Elders was in there.
Yeah, Elders was in it, drumming.
Yeah, met Drew McConnell
Yeah,
from Baby Shambles.
yeah.
All good
All-star
friends.
lineup, man.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah, and when we were doing that album, we were actually doing it at the same time as we were doing a project called Bottle Top, which was a charity that had been set up for people who, this charity, and they'd make like bags out of little bottle tops.
Yeah.
And send them to different countries or whatever to help fund or raise awareness or whatever.
Yeah.
And when we were doing that, I found myself in a room playing my bass, and there was Carl Barat playing his guitar there, and there was Gary, the drummer from the Libertines, there.
Yeah.
And I think there was probably like Drew was probably there, and I was like, wow, I feel like I'm like in fucking Libertines here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and you go back to that fucking picture you had when you were fucking 17.
And I was telling my missus before I came out, I was telling her like I met Paris Hilton when we were doing that. Because
That's mad, isn't it?
Because we were doing this Bottle Top album, and they'd got someone from Good Charlotte to come and play some fucking guitar on one of the songs or something. So
Right.
he's rocked up, and he's going out with Paris Hilton at the time.
Yeah.
We're recording it in Dean Street Studios in Soho in London. And he's come downstairs, and I'm sat in control room like 2008. Elders is probably sat next to me. I'm sat here, and Paris Hilton's come and sat next to me. And she's gone, "Hey, I'm Paris," and I've just gone, "All right, I'm Andy." And then just a mixture of the voices and the lives that were sat next to each other was just so beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I mean, she ain't got a fucking clue. And I
What's
don't
Elders
give a
doing
shit.
when you're doing this? He's just pissing himself laughing.
Yeah, probably.
I would have sat there and been like, "That's fucking Paris
Yeah,
Hilton, man."
probably.
Right, I'm Andy.
Yeah, like
What else do you say then?
what do you say?
Yeah,
Like,
what else do you say?
What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
I'll be
aware.
like, what's
I'm
on
aware
your?
of
I'll
that.
be like, what have you been thinking this week?
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
yeah,
David
How's
would
your
probably
life like?
try and get her to listen to the Telepathy tapes, to be honest. You listen to that?
no.
Great podcast.
Oh yeah,
Conspiracy theory? Could be.
Yeah. I'm a bit woo woo, mate. Me.
yeah.
I believe in like, maybe there could be telepathy, aliens, all that. Love it.
Oh yeah, why
Love it.
not?
Yeah, love it.
It's the counselling.
I feel like aliens were probably the first. I feel like we are probably aliens.
Yeah.
True.
We are
I mean, there's a
somewhere.
real depth we can go into to that, and I don't know if you've got time. But
We've got all the time in the world, man. It's been great chatting to you. So
yeah, I feel
thanks
like
for
we've not
coming
really
down.
even talked about much.
We've talked about loads of stuff, but I'm not like, I really want to talk about your own production stuff as well.
Okay.
Because like Gold Teeth,
Yeah.
gone through today, right? I've maybe missed a little bit of an era of your releases.
Mm-hmm.
So the track with Joel Culpepper,
Yeah.
great tune. Thinking, thank you.
Yeah.
That was 2020, right? But between 2020 and 2025, I've maybe missed out on some of your stuff. So I was going through listening. Track with Steve Edwards on that fucking... You made a dance EP.
I made a couple.
Is it MTMT?
Because I was running, I got to a point where I'm making these... and even now, like, working as a musician, unless you are a vocalist, you're going to have to get someone else involved to vocal your stuff.
Yeah.
And once you get someone else involved in your product, your project, you're waiting for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm waiting for you to send me this vocal.
Yeah.
I've got to say to you, do you like this mix? Should we put this one out? And I'm fucking sick of waiting around for people.
Yeah.
So that's why I've not really been doing much music. But when it came to the MTM2, whatever I've called them, it was music to move to.
Okay.
That's what
MTM2.
Yeah, so there was a number one.
Yeah.
And there's a number two.
There is, yeah.
And they're basically songs that I made to put on my running playlist.
Mate.
So when I'm running in my gym or wherever, if I'm out running, I've got songs I can add to my playlist.
First track hits with that stab, and I'm like, it's the streets. It's the stab from the streets.
Oh yeah. It does sound a lot.
And I was fuck.
Progress.
Yeah, it's honestly, man. And then the track with Steve Edwards on that, I do forgive me,
Running.
I can't remember the name. Is it called Running? Yeah. It is such a banger.
Yeah.
Like, it is such a banger. Steve's coming on in literally a couple of weeks.
Oh,
and I was like, this man, like everything he touches, man, vocally, just turns to gold for me. He's got like such a great voice.
I've just done something with Steve actually. You know, Green back to Milburn Green. He's doing his red light sessions.
Oh,
I don't know if you know about those.
Yeah, no, I do. I've seen a few of those. I think John's done a couple.
John's done some. Rolly's done some. Ed's done some.
Yeah.
Sorry, loads of people have done them. But I did one for him the other day. So there's me, Lewis from Milburn playing guitar, our other friend Joe Newman, who's doing his Goldie Vox band right now, who used to be in Reverend the Makers.
Yeah.
Steve Edwards is singing on it, and we did a cover of oh my god, I forgot what it's called. The special song. Name me a special song.
Ghost Town.
That's the one.
We
did a cover of Ghost Town, which sounds absolutely amazing. And we did a cover of World Hold On.
Oh, yeah.
In the reggae style.
Oh, man.
Because Steve did that with Bob Sinclair in Jamaica, and they went and did it with Sly and Robbie.
Oh, you
But growing up, like...
Man, that's so good.
But growing up, I would listen to reggae. Reggae and hip-hop were like my thing. And
which is so big in Sheffield. That sort of sound, that dubby reggae sound is so big here.
Yeah.
Like,
it's almost like the industrial thing, which I think, I know we're not really talked about much, but what Toddler brought, Toddler's got a big part of that as well. Like he really hammered that home and supported that sound.
Like so good.
And even to this day, like Toddler sends me songs to play on, and I play on songs for Toddler. Like,
well, you're on a Kneecap tune, right?
Yeah, I played on the what's that song called? Better Way to Live.
Quick Shell. That's all I watched it.
I did that. So the Better Way to Live tune, the Kneecap tune, I played bass on that, which is this bass again.
Yeah, man.
The new Kneecap album, I've played about 4 songs on the new Kneecap album.
Not out yet.
It's not out yet, no.
Boy, okay, so that a little cheeky.
Yeah.
BTS
I mean, I don't know
there.
when it is coming out. I don't know when it's supposed to come out.
Is T producing that one as well?
There's an album that has been done by Toddler, yeah.
Oh, sick.
A full Kneecap album. I don't know if it's coming out. I don't know if or when it will ever.
It could be 5 years. We waited a long time for that Bashy one.
Yeah. but that's my way of playing now. Like, I don't really play with bands, but I've got my studio set up, and Toddler will say, "Oh, I've got this song. Can you do this?" And like even yesterday, like I've recorded some bass for him for someone, and when he works with someone and he wants some live bass, he'll send it me and I'll play it and send it him back. Like, he works with a girl called Naomi Cowan, which is a reggae artist, which is beautiful for me, because if I can just play on reggae for the rest of my life, I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I love how you've switched things up so much and sort of just stayed true to who you are post that sort of album.
Yeah.
Did that give you, like, I don't know all the accolades for it off the top of my head.
For what?
Know. But Monkey's first album, best-selling album ever. Number one. Yeah. Did that sort of you've done that?
Yeah.
Does that give you like in terms of like making music and stuff? Do you like? Well, I don't ever have to do that ever again because I've already done it.
Yeah,
I've already been the number one of the number one.
I wasn't even trying to do that when we did it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's how fucking.
Again, I go back to like, if I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, I won't fucking do it.
Yeah,
like. as ignorant as that can sound.
No, it's nice.
It's more of a passion.
Yeah.
And 100% or not at all. Like
I live that way, man.
Yeah.
It's real,
if I'm into it, I'm into it.
If you're into
I'm not,
it, you're into it. If you're
I'm
not,
off.
you're not. And that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fine. It's fine to do that. It's fine to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I want to watch Sheffield United. I want to play my bass.
Yeah.
Every now and then. I want to take some photos. I want
3 points yesterday, by the way.
Yeah,
Come on,
big
we're on the way
3
up.
points yesterday.
Big 3 points.
When's they playing now? That'll be done, won't it? Wonder what they've done.
Fucking hell.
Which
They're not far from being wound up.
which I did actually speak about the other day to someone because I'm doing the podcast with Johnny Nelson as well.
Yes, we need to get to that. You're doing that boxing show.
That boxing show because I loved boxing. I've always loved boxing.
I want to ask you about that.
Fucking
If
hell,
you got, did you get into it through fitness or was it like just you've
Into what?
always
Boxing?
Yeah, because you obviously said you used to weigh 19 stone. Or,
Yeah.
So was boxing an outlet for that? Or
Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as kind of like running was.
Oh, snap! So you, okay.
But like all my life, I played football until like I was probably about.
You mentioned being a
15,
basketball
16.
fan. You still a basketball fan on that?
Yeah, a little bit. Don't really watch it much. Not really. I don't really watch it or play it much. I used to be like more when I was at school. Like me, Alan Elders,
was it
would play
and
basketball
one
at
days?
dinner. Pardon?
Do you remember
And one,
days?
yeah.
I was a basketball fan back then. Still
Yeah.
kind of watch. I got my players that I like watching.
Yeah,
But I don't like. I'm not
I
religious.
like a
or
bit of
anything.
basketball, but boxing and football are my sports that I want to watch. Really,
I would like to do boxing, but I just don't want to get hit in the face.
Yeah, I don't mind. I did go. Gary, we talked about who I had on my podcast.
Yeah.
Like he used to be an amateur boxer, so me and him went to the gym a few years ago. Now, he kind of showed me a few things in the gym, and then it progressed to us getting on a bag and doing it, and then it progressed to me and him sparring in a ring together.
Yeah.
And then Rob got into boxing.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
So then
he's
me and
tried to-
then I go
Yeah,
sparring,
yeah.
and then Rob came down one day and we were like, yeah, let's have a spar. So I'm sparring Rob.
And it's you wrestling. It's like you're wrestling again. On
Your
Yeah,
brothers,
and your mum's like,
well,
don't break the
yeah,
sofa.
kind of. I
please,
mean,
come on, yeah.
I learned this thing that when you're sparring, some people don't want to hit you. So the best thing to do is fucking hit them.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then they're either going to hit you back
That'll
or
be
they're
me,
going to
mate.
get out of there.
Yeah.
So I got in and Rob were like, come on then, let's have a spar. And Rob wouldn't hit me, so I fucking hit Rob. And then we've had a good spar. And then I've kind of done this combination and I've hit him and I've made his lip bleed while we were sparring, and it was all good or bad. I felt bad for making his lip bleed, but I mean, he should have got out of the fucking way.
Yeah.
But I love boxing, so being part of the boxing show is beautiful. And also now, like,
How did your friendship with Johnny come about? Is it just you just ended up meeting each other, or
yeah, just kind of met each other through life, really. Yeah,
and like this show looks incredible.
Yeah,
Mate, I was talking before, but the production looks
Yeah,
fucking
guys, check it out.
Yeah.
That boxing show just on YouTube, right?
yeah. It's just on.
Are you
YouTube for
gonna
now.
release the audio at any point on like
I think,
Spotify?
yeah,
and
I think
stuff?
what we've been talking about, because we're calling them seasons. I don't know how many we're saying is in a season or whatever. But
Yeah.
when we get to the end of that, we will
should have a
probably
break.
upload them all onto Spotify.
Yeah.
because kind of driving people to the YouTube to watch it first. but
And it looks great.
And getting these
Gary,
guests-
Is Gary behind the visuals?
Gary's behind the
Rob's doing
visuals,
photos. I
Rob's
know
doing
that. So like
photos.
everything's looking.
Jordan, my
crisp.
Mrs. Jordan's editing it. She's directing it and
Amazing.
producing it all. She's it's her show really.
You've got a right team on it. Like
Yeah.
everyone's
everyone's killing it.
doing
Everyone's.
bits.
I'm really proud to be part of that, and
Yeah.
it's really something that I look forward to doing. And also now, like Johnny's influence, Johnny can just basically like. We come on my boxing show, and then next thing you know, we've got like a world champion sat opposite us that we can talk to, and there's no way I can talk to this guy other than here. Do you know what I mean? So to be able to sit across from someone like this, that's a active belt holder in a weight division, is brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
And again, it brings it back home to the, you're just a fucking normal person. Do you know what I mean? Like, we had Dalton Smith on recently, and I think that's going to come out in next week.
Amazing.
Guy from Sheffield who comes out to Scummy Man. He comes out to that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's your song."
You
I was like,
you play bass on that. Yeah, yeah.
And then he was saying on the podcast, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love it if Arctic Monkeys walked me down to the ring one day." And Johnny's going, "Oh, so you're going to walk in?" I'm saying, "Johnny, I don't think he wants me. I think he wants real Arctic Monkeys, not me."
If you could come out to any boxing song, what would it be?
If I was boxing, I'd come out to any song.
Yeah. What was your tune?
I don't know, because there's been
Subject to change as well. You don't have to be
because I've been
Ring
doing this
entrance.
show. Johnny's like, let's get you on Misfits. Let's get you on Misfits.
Misfits boxing.
Yeah,
Jesus, man. I watched that.
And I'm kind of up for it.
It could happen.
Depending the right person.
Fuck. If I
the right
Misfits,
person
you're
came
on there.
along, and it was the right.
Call someone out right now.
Well, they've been telling me to call out Joey Essex. Johnny's been calling out Joey Essex all the time.
What,
for
on
me.
the pod?
Yeah. Because I don't know if you saw what. Because he did a Misfits recently, Joey Essex, and he was
I don't watch
absolutely
it, sorry,
garbage.
Mum.
Like
Right.
I would fight Joey Essex. I'd knock Joey Essex out within 2 rounds, definitely.
Joey Essex, we're calling you out.
Yeah.
Do you ever used to watch wrestling? Do you want to cut a promo?
What for wrestling?
No, do you ever watch wrestling and they cut promos? They get in front of the camera.
Oh
and cut
yeah.
You could do that, man.
Oh,
Wouldn't
no, do that right now for Joey
trust me,
Essex.
Johnny's trying to get me to do that all the time. He's like, "Go on, look down that camera now and shout Joey Essex
He's
out."
a
I'm
bad
like,
influence,
I'm
man.
like, "Oh, Johnny, let's see." I'm a bit busy with this book right now, but realistically, I was saying to Jordan, my missus, like, I feel like if I got to the age of 50 and I'd never had a fight in a ring,
Yeah.
I'd probably be a bit disappointed. So it is something that I would really like to do.
So it could be on the cards
It
then,
could
man.
definitely be on the cards. It's just finding the right person. And if I did come out, I would probably come out to Rihanna, Man Down.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cold.
Yeah.
You could kind of do a little remix of it as well.
Yeah, I could
Remember you were
remix it.
sort of saying in the early days when you used to come out with Monkeys, you do like, you put clips on the front of hip-hop tracks.
Yeah,
What would you
yeah.
clip to put on the front of Man Down?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about
Just
that.
loads of bits of Joey
Maybe just
Essex.
Joey Essex talking
Yeah.
shit. I swear he was on like Big Brother or something, and they were like he didn't know how to tell time or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd probably just clip that up and let him. But do you know what? As
Man
well, like I'm not the
down.
type of person that I'm not a trash talker, and it's like
You let your fist do
I just
the work.
let that do the talking. Do you know what I mean? Like if I play football and I score a goal, I'm not fucking celebrating. Do you know what I
The
mean?
internet is a different world to the real world. It's more performative and things like that. And yeah, I think you should lean into that performative side without, pissing people off, of course. But like, I would lean into the performative side, just like,
Yeah. Yeah, so it gets a bit wrestling, doesn't it, boxing?
It does,
when
it does.
when these boxers are coming in now, I'm saying, do you kind of like enjoy the pantomime wrestling WWF side of it? Because some people do, some people don't. Like Tyson Fury's beautiful at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But then there's
He's
people like
been crucial for the sport, really.
yeah. Then there's people like Joseph Parker and Wardley that are fighting this weekend, and it's like they don't need to talk shit about each other. because they're just
would you
both-
say Usyk's a bit like that, where it's just, fuck it.
You see, he don't need to.
Nah,
he don't
man.
need to. Like, and Fury don't really need to, but he does.
It's
You know what I
good,
mean?
isn't it?
We got his
He's just
book
good
here,
at
haven't
it.
we? Somewhere?
We do, yeah. Tyson's, but it's been relegated to the floor because we've got a more.
Think what-
We've got a more important book in here, which we've sort of barely talked about, but
Yeah.
also kind of talked about.
Yeah.
I think.
We yeah, well, I think we did talk about it.
I guess the overview of it is like covered. There's lots of
Yeah,
stories from the early
if you want
days.
to give you a quick rundown about the book,
man,
there's two
like-
versions.
Well, there's a great interview with Annie about it as well, which you should watch on your YouTube.
Yeah.
because you do really go into it. With
Yeah,
Annie.
because and that's why I did that as well. And also with this whole book thing, I'm really trying to make sure. That's why I'm publishing it myself.
Yeah.
I don't want someone else coming in telling me how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 100% or not at all. Like if I don't believe in it, I can't fucking promote it.
Yeah.
And I'm not having someone coming in taking a percentage telling me how my shit should look.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I am publishing it myself. I'm fronting all of this. I'm paying
Yeah.
for everything that anything to do with this book. I've got to pay for because I'm willing to swallow that, so I don't have to listen to anybody else.
Yeah.
So I am the boss of this. Like,
Yeah.
without sounding like a dickhead, I am.
No.
It's my thing, and I want to be in control of it. I want to be in charge of this shit. So there's the standard version. There's the 20th anniversary deluxe version,
Which I've gone for one of those ones, mate, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it'd
yeah.
be worth it, man.
which comes with a coaster. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Comes with a vinyl, and on that vinyl is, like I mentioned earlier, like me and Chris McClure sat down and looked through the book and talked about photos in the book and stories behind the photos.
That's
and
beautiful, man.
So you can get so when you get your version, you can
Listen to that.
you
as
can listen
well.
to that and do it. And I was saying, I'd love it if I could like give some incense with it as well. So I'm just all these sensors. I'm
Neeps End practice room incense.
I mean, I'd love it if it could have just been a big fat spliff and you could have a spliff and look
Send
through the
out a
book and
spliff
listen
with
to
a
the
deluxe
vinyl,
version.
but I don't think I can give people a spliff. So
No, maybe not.
yeah, but
Get your own
But that's
spliff.
the book, and also doing a
Bring your own spliff.
exhibition to launch the book.
Yeah, we're
in
gonna.
Sheffield.
Well, I'm gonna pop down to that on the Sunday. I'm gonna bring my 2-year-old because you said there's stuff for kids. to do.
There'll be some stuff. Not like
in the advert. There'll be some stuff for kids to do.
When's
Oh
the
my
exhibition, man? When's the exhibition?
the exhibition's the 22nd and 23rd of November at Sheffield Yorkshire Arts Space.
I'll get down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free entry because
We'll be there,
again,
man.
like I was saying to you earlier, like I want to make the book affordable for the people that actually really want to buy it. I want
Yeah.
the fans who want to see it to be able to afford it, rather than people selling these fucking crazy books for 120 quid that people who really want it can't afford. I want to make the exhibition free. It's free. Come
and
bring
look
your,
at the
bring your
pictures.
friends, bring
Yeah,
your
yeah.
family. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're into it, come and bring some people. There'll be a bit of colouring in. There'll be a little bit of there'll be some stuff to do. Hopefully, there'll be some books to buy. You know what I mean? And like, just trying to roll it out like that, but not make it into like. I'm not trying to sell my soul. It's like this is something that happened, something I've created. If you want to come and see it, beautiful.
Yeah.
If you don't, then don't. It's fine.
Well,
I'm also going to try and do. I'm not going to try and do. I am doing, but we're still going through organising it all. Of like, I want to go to record stores throughout the country.
Yeah.
And kind of sit down and have people come and either do some Q&As or
Beautiful.
just take some books and sell some. If you want me to sign your book, I'll fucking sign your book.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
That would be important.
Like,
for
like me
record
saying, I'm a
shops as well.
private person. Like I am a private person, but I'm going to put myself in these situations where I want people to tell me their stories. Do you know what I mean? I want someone to look through that book and go, "Oh, I remember that gig like you did about Waterfront." Do you know what I mean?
I did.
Like,
Yeah.
things like that. It's so nice to hear because as much as they were our songs and we put them out on our album, and I said to anybody, if you put some music out, the second you press out, it's not yours anymore. It's the people who want to listen to it. It belongs to them.
Preach, man.
I can't tell you what Mardy Bum means because that means something completely different to you than it does to me, than it does to you.
Mate, that one song means a lot to me.
Yeah.
There's a certain time in my life, certain person I was with.
Yeah.
And that one for me, Mardy Bum, was big for me.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
read
like-
into
it's
that.
relatable stuff.
Like-
Relatable.
What? Because I played this instrument on that song, that means I own that song more than you.
Yeah.
That does not mean that at all. Like, no one can ever take away from you what that song means to you. And I would hate to do that. I don't want to be that
beautiful,
person.
man.
That's your song. That's your song. That's the people's songs. You own these songs.
It's really nice, Andy, that you're in a place now where you want to connect with those people in that way.
Yeah.
Because I could imagine there would have been times where you'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't really want to talk about that. I want to focus on the next thing.
Yeah.
And you're a creative guy. You've got things you want to put out. So it's nice that you're able to kind of go back and sit with that and go, that's like, it's great that those stories are, that you've had those experiences and you're kind of proud of it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And this seems like a celebration.
It is a
of that.
celebration. Very much a celebration. And kind of like inviting people down to celebrate with me as well.
That's awesome, man.
Like,
That's great. Please grab a copy of the book because I've looked through and I'm like, for me, it's my teenage years. The first time I ever heard you guys, my friend Tom Kachir, I've got to shout him out.
Okay.
He came to the cinema that we worked in, went into a staff room, and I was like, what are you going to play me today? Another one of your divvy indie bands? And he was like, Arctic Monkeys. And I was like, terrible name.
Yeah.
Let me hear it. And he played me Bigger Boys and Stolen Sweethearts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I took the headphones out and I went, that is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
It was my life at that time. It was
people
the
weren't
words
talking
that
about
I,
things
it was
like
the
that.
words I used. It was
Yeah.
like we were making fun of chavs in Burberry hats and Novas, and
Yeah.
we were like, they were the people. We were like,
Yeah.
but you've managed to create it into these songs, and like you say, that's like, to me, whenever I hear that, I'm in the staff room at the cinema.
Yeah.
Hearing that for the first
See
time,
what
I'm
I mean?
like, I
Like,
like guitar music now. I like indie
The
music.
fact
now.
that can do that to you and it
Yeah.
can place you back to where you were and make you feel how you felt.
That's art,
Who
man.
can take that away from you?
Yeah, man.
No one can take that away from you. If no one can take it away from you, it's yours.
And looking through this book is that.
Yeah.
It's the clothes you guys are wearing.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
the time
the
period.
instruments. It's the way you guys look as well. Like it's of that time. I know that Helder said in his Instagram story, "This book made me cry."
Yeah. He did say that because I sent it him probably about 4 months ago. Once I'd got these finished,
Yeah.
I sent him, Jamie, and Al a copy of the deluxe version,
Yeah.
and then he messaged me. I'll just saying, "Oh yeah, it made me cry when I got it. I was looking through it." And then Jamie was not far behind saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna ask how the rest of the band have received
yeah, well,
it. They all said-
everyone's loved it. Everyone's loved it, which has meant a lot to me.
Yeah, man.
the fact that they've liked it as well, because I feel like it is my story, but they are in the photos.
It's your friendship, though.
Yeah.
It's your friendship with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's lovely, man. Like, and everybody, please do support Andy. Grab a copy. Come out, say hello to him at record stores, and please, fucking please, check out the Gold Teeth tune "Running" with Steve Edwards, because it is a banger.
It is a good tune.
I'm gonna play it in my set tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it in my set tonight.
Oh,
I'll send you a
sick.
video.
Yeah.
But the oh my god, we'll nerd out about this after the episode. But the percussion on it, oh my god,
Yeah.
unbelievable, man.
Oh, good. Thank you
Up
so
there
much.
with
It means a
such
lot,
good
you know, because
productions.
I make these songs, all the creative stuff, and like my missus says I'm a musician, but I just say I'm a creative director. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because we make these things as musicians or creative people, and we don't hear anything else really. Like, unless
Yeah.
it is gonna sell 365 copies in its first week, and it's gonna go on to do what that album did. Like,
Yeah.
not many people are going to get back to you about it. Do you know what I mean? You're going to put it out there, and it's going to get a few plays on Spotify. But for me, I'm putting my music out and things most of the time on Spotify, so I can regularly listen to it in a place I can get to it. Do you know what I mean? But we don't hear from people that like our art unless they approach us and tell us.
Well, I love that
Thank you
particular
so
tune.
much. I
I'm
really
going to play it in a
appreciate
load of my DJ sets. It's on rotation for me now.
And I once
sick.
I remember Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
I remember Vic and Bob once saying something, and I'll say it about my book. If you like it, tell your friends. If you don't, shut your fucking mouth. that was the best bit.
Honestly, man, thank you. It's been such a pleasure having you in and chatting, and hopefully you'll come back at some point.
Oh, I'd love to. I'll definitely come back.
Yeah, no, we'd love that, man. And we really, really appreciate you taking the time and sharing some of those stories with us, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's so nice to hear, like, just the backstory of it all, and your story post that, and the hypnotherapy and counselling stuff is amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, like I say, I've been looking forward to coming on here because I did want to tell you that. I did want to get that because I'm not trying to tell everybody that all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, this just feels like a safe space for people to be able to tell you things like that as well. And thank you for making me feel so comfortable about it.
Oh, that's
and
really
also,
cute.
and also
Really
for the way
sweet,
that you
Andy.
respected my brother and the way that you treated my brother, and you've done the same amount of research as on my brother as you've done on me as well. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's so beautiful to see. I learned things in that podcast about my brother that I'd probably not thought about or known for a long time as well.
Nice.
We love Rob.
We do. I love
Ledge,
it. Yeah.
Absolute ledge, and same to you, man.
Stanley Ipkiss, that's Rob. Definitely the nicest
Stanley
person in the
Ipkiss.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%, man. Well, enjoy the episode, guys. It's out. Please follow Andy on all his socials. Are you I Am Gold Teeth?
I am Gold Teeth. I tried to change it to I Am Andy Nicholson.
You got one of those as well, right?
Well, yeah, but I've made it private now and kicked
Right.
everyone out.
Okay.
But I tried to change my I am Gold Teeth to I Am Andy Nicholson. I'm messaging Instagram. I'm signing up to Meta. I'm cancelling my subscription. I'm trying to do it all, and they just will not let me change my name, so it's stuck. So it's I Am Gold Teeth forever now.
Yeah,
so.
and that's where all the book stuff's going to be, and where people can find you if you do the
Yeah,
the
and if
independent
people
book
want to
tours and stuff.
message me on that, it's not private. Like,
Yeah,
message me on that.
drop into the inbox.
Yeah,
yeah.
just jump in there and
Check out all the music that Andy's put out, pre and post Monkeys. It's insane.
Yeah.
Honestly, your back catalogue's seriously impressive. I can't believe the other day when you spoke to me, you thought we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Cheers, man. Thank you so much. We'll catch you later. Circle back next week.
Guys.
Thank you to Yorkshire Brick. Good night.
I'll play us out with one. Actually.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yorkshire Brick. I'll brick your neck.
Thank you, Yorkshire Brick.
Thank you to
I
Yorkshire
love those
Brick.
adverts. We only got 2 adverts in. I can't believe
We got any
it.
more?
Oh, yeah, we got.
Wait, hold on.
Have you got more?
Brick us up.
I'll break you up. Yeah. Fucking hell, they have to play on a loop.
That's no good.
Yorkshire Brick. Harder than my father's knuckles.
I think my personal favourite, mate. I think we'll play that one out. It's this one.
Yorkshire Brick. Harder than my father's boot to the neck.
There we go. Anyway, circle back next week, guys.
Fucking hell, buy Yorkshire Brick.